Till 2, morning show.
Good morning, everybody, and no, evening. It's nighttime. Good evening, everyone.
You'll get it.
We'll be there. Welcome to the show. It's the Steel Toe Evening Show. It's the last one of the week. Oh, and it's going to be a busy one. We've got a lot of things to talk about. None of it important. I want to stress that very, very quickly up front. None of it's important.
Juicy.
None of it's like above the shoulders, like really intense, like, oh my God, this is serious shit. It's all going to be goofy shit tonight.
I'm ready for it.
It's all going to be silly shit. I've got, the title of tonight's episode is something like the worst era of late night comedy ever. And Aristocock was the first one to write, like, hey, don't be so hard on yourself. You're not that bad. And like, clearly I didn't mean me.
Oh, no.
But then like Aristocock was making a joke. He was making fun of me, as the Aristococks are known to do. Mm-hmm. And then, but then other people chimed in and they were like, oh, Aaron, no, you're not as bad as Chevy Chase's late night show was and this and that. And I'm like, guys, this title is in no way referencing me. First of all, this isn't late night. This is just nighttime.
Wait a second, though, depending on where they are. Maybe this is late night.
It's not late night. And second of all, I wasn't talking about me. I feel like I have put on a consistent, mediocre product for about 10 years now. And I'm very proud of that. So it's not the worst era of late night ever. I'm talking, of course, about Stephen Colbert and all those guys, because late night used to be America's escape from the horse shit that they heard on the news that night.
Yes, a minute to laugh.
It used to go primetime TV shows, and then it would go half-hour evening news. And the evening news was who got murdered, who got abducted, who got raped, who got this, who got that. And then after that, Johnny Carson would come on and just joke about silly shit and go on little silly, funny rants and have good guests. And oh my God.
Fuck.
Not now, Charles.
I thought at night you were a Keanu guy. I
Right?
didn't think you were a steel toe guy at night.
Starting early.
Oh boy. Well, anyway, Colbert had Rachel Maddow on his show last night.
Ugh.
And, you know, because when I think, hey, distraction from all the news and the silliness of the country being divided and lefties and righties and this and that, and just a little comic relief, you know, I think, get me Rachel Maddow.
She is laughable.
But these two had a fucking conversation about, of course they talked about Trump, because why wouldn't you? And then after that, they had a conversation about, like, the Speaker of the House and the bill they passed to avoid the government shutdown. And I'm like, what 9 to 5, like, iron worker, heating and air conditioning guy is watching this shit, giving a flying fuck about the Speaker of the House and the government funding bill that he passed?
Quite literally none of them.
Nobody. Give him Karnak. Give him Rupert's Deli. Give him Bud Melman. Give him jaywalking. Give him shit like that. They get enough of that shit before Colbert comes on. And these people wonder, like, they treat Americans like they're so stupid. Like, these people don't get it. That's why they're not watching us. No, they're not watching you because they get the same bullshit all day long.
I wonder if these late night people don't know how to be funny anymore because they view everything as offensive. So there's like nothing that's safe anymore to laugh about.
Well,
in
there's
their
that.
eyes.
There's the writer's room where all of the
Right.
younger, politically correct comics are in. But also, they
Funny.
really consider themselves like commentators. I've said this before, and I'll stand by it. Bill Hicks is the worst thing that ever happened to comedy.
Yeah, you have said that before.
He's the
many times.
Bill Hicks himself isn't bad. There's some things of Bill Hicks I like. But go watch Bill Hicks if you haven't watched him for a while. And how many times do you actually laugh? And how many times do you go, oh, I agree with that? I think Bill Hicks started the era of the clap being more important than the laugh. And that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And you could argue that my boy Bill Maher kind of contributed to that too.
Yeah.
You could argue that Maher kind of killed a little bit of comedy with, both of
bit.
those guys were good at what they did, but the problem was they spawned these other people who are fucking hacks but think that their take on shit is so vibrant and different and interesting.
Yeah, and that's now what Bill Maher wants to do too, is he wants to like talk about things.
Right. And he's earned that right because he's an old fucker now.
He's
old
old.
fuckers want to complain about shit, which is fine. George Carlin stopped being funny when he became an old fucker because he just wanted to bitch about stuff.
But he was funny when he bitched.
He was but Life is Worth Losing and It's Bad for You. His last two specials were not great.
Right.
They weren't very good, though everything before that was awesome. But those last two were not great because it was just an old man near the end bitching about everybody and everything. Bill Maher's kind of, these goddamn kids. And is he right? Sure, but I'd rather it's just funny.
Yes, that's it. That is the job you signed up for. You signed up for making people laugh and feel a little bit elated
Right.
for a while.
I feel like Letterman started to feel himself become an old crank, and that's when he walked away.
But that's good.
It is
That's
good.
self-awareness.
But Colbert now goes out there, and Colbert's like, we're going to have Rachel Maddow on, and we're going to talk about politics together. And it's like, are you purposely trying to make people not watch you? Because
Maybe.
if I want hardcore news discussion, there's 5,000 people out there better suited for it than Colbert. And it's not like Colbert can't be funny. He's proven in the past he can be very funny.
Right, or you wouldn't be there.
But these guys take a shitload of money from the network, and they're good soldiers. I mean, the networks don't hire the best people. They hire the best listeners.
Colbert was the Vax dancing video guy, right?
He was
that
the Vax dancing guy.
I think if he was unfunny before that, that was truly the nail in his coffin for me. You know what I mean? That was the last straw.
And he was bad before that, but that was kind of the turn he couldn't take back. Let's go into the chat. We'll get into the Colbert stuff a little later. The morning show audience did get you guys 20 into tonight, so let's all be very irresponsible with our money over there on PayPal, Streamlabs, and Venmo. We'll knock out that 230. We lost last night, but we got it down to 100, so not the end of the world. And I tell you what, still in good shape. We got to knock out tonight and tomorrow morning, and then after that, it's Rumble Friday, and that's always a walk in the park.
It's like a holiday.
Yeah.
Every week.
Rumble
I love
Friday is
Fridays.
my favorite show of the week. It's my favorite day of the week.
So fun.
It's just amazing. I also want to throw a warning out to the audience and a warning out to April. You're going to have to fly solo for a little bit tonight. Something's happening right now, and it's not good.
Oh, what the fuck is going on?
I have labor pain, cramps
Are you kidding?
in my lower ab. I'm really having a problem right now.
Oh, geez.
This is bad
Can
news.
I get you some Pepto or something from upstairs?
It really hurts. I don't know what the
did
hell's
you-
going on
What
right
did you
now.
eat today? Let's break this down. Because
Oh, no, I don't want to talk about it. It's going to make it worse. I might have to bail for a little bit, and you might have to hang out with these people.
would you like me to get you a Pepto tablet so you can maybe salvage this thing?
This is not salvageable. It's in the pregnancy where it's too late for an epidural. I got to have this baby naturally. Oh, my.
I don't want to hear this.
It just got bad really quick. I ate a square of one of your shortening cookies, and now I'm dying.
No. Don't say
What is it?
shortening cookies.
What is
It
it?
was shortbread.
Shortbread. Thank you.
Shortening is pure
I'm going to
fat.
start with Fanuc Chinook. I'm going to scroll back up in the chat. April, I want you to talk to these people. I gotta go. I'll be guys. I'll be right back. Do me a favor. Knock out that 230 before I get back. because I may need it just for like some kind of rewiring the
I'm
intestines
stuck here.
operation. Fanook Chinook calling me turtling Imholt. I'm going to write down a note because I want to talk about something he said.
I'm just going to scoot to the middle whenever you get out
April,
of here.
why don't you talk to these people? I'll be right back.
I wish we had you mic'd up in the back.
I'm not prairie dogging. There's no intact dog.
You guys, I don't know what he did today to deserve this. Oh, you should have left the door open for us. Come on. Guys, I really do not know what's happening. I just heard the most uncouth sound in the whole world, though. Give me some grace here. I wasn't ready. He says it's bad news bears. All right. Where did Aaron leave off, you guys? Here, let's just get caught up with you. No, I'm going to get caught up with them. Don't worry about it. How are you guys doing tonight? I have been rushed all day long. I got to enjoy the nice day outside. Let's do our yard work, clean the garage. All right. I think I found you. All right, we're not going to read all the Jake Hudson sad shit because we've lost our fellow leader, and then that's depressing. He is. He's fighting with Citizen M. We have all the drama. I guess we can say that Citizen M is taking fire at the mentally ill, and I think that's too bad. We shouldn't do that, you guys.
Is Jake under fire?
Jake is under fire from Citizen M. Jake, Aaron's really concerned for you right now while he's diarrhea shitting. People are actually taking some sorrow for Jake in here. No Pen says, sorry to hear that, Jake. Maybe you should lay down. All right. David Carradine's Industrial Doorknob says, hey, Hudson, can I teach you a few cool knots? I don't think that was intended to be nice. T. Jefferson says, I'm looking killer in green. Thank you. This is one of my new favorite colors. Thank you, Magic 8 Ball. I know, guys. I'm worried about our fearsome leader right now.
It's very sudden and alarming.
It's very sudden and alarming, I'm hearing. Can you tell us the consistency?
Thick root beer.
He says think root beer. Now, does that mean that it has a nice foamy head to it, too?
It's like thick root. It's like if root beer was a little thicker. Well, you know what?
You know what?
Motor oil.
Okay, motor oil we're getting. In the chat, as I get caught up with you, I'm going to, I promise. We're taking our time here. I want you all to predict what Aaron ate today that caused this.
Byerly's wrap.
He says he had a Byerly's wrap, but
Mediterranean chicken wrap.
I'm afraid of you having that door open because the smell's going to waft out here.
Probably.
Do you know that our shades are wide open and somebody could just see you pooping? You guys, I had to shower immediately within the last 20 minutes before I got down here, so I don't have any shades drawn or anything, and he's just pooping, so if you're next door, you can see this. All right, Fanook Chinook says, April rocking the choking George Floyd colored zebra blouse. Thank you. Oh, boy. SH says, stopped watching Late Night Talk when Craig Ferguson left The Late Show. I don't know, man. I feel like once Letterman and Leno got out of there, I feel like most of us quit watching in general. Oh, man. Jake in the Hudson says, throw me in. That's probably a valid choice.
I may be able to return soon.
We're all praying for you, buddy. Did Rachel Maddow have a stroke? I don't know, but it would go a long ways in describing why she is so insufferable.
She took time off. She had some kind of thing.
Oh, she did? She took time off, Aaron's saying? I didn't know that. I do feel, yes, he's doing the show from the bathroom. I feel as if her and Jana Shortall should get a show together. Hobo Chili Recipe says, nice shirt, April. You look like a Jewish princess from Boca Raton. You know what, Aaron, do you think that's a complimentary or not really? I like that. I'll take it. I don't know if a Jewish princess is anything to be proud of, but I must have money and be smart.
You have money, they said Jewish.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I was taking my time. I didn't want you to, lose this.
Why don't you,
Are you okay?
Why don't you move over and we can get this show on the road?
I told them all to predict what you ate. So as we get down here somewhere.
Okay.
Do you need a donut pillow?
I don't feel good.
What happened?
I don't know, but it was very sudden.
You don't smell good.
They don't know that.
It's smell-o-vision now. There's like, if people could see how you smell, there's like the green fumes coming off of you. Do you need something? You're scaring me.
No, I just need.
Do you feel relieved?
A time of day. I feel. I just feel like I've just been through it.
Yeah.
You've
given the birth.
It was so immediate. I'm down here. I'm ready to do the show. I'm feeling good. Then all of a sudden, the contracting of your stomach muscles when you're talking?
Yeah.
It just started, the lower abdomen just started lighting up.
Hold on, just one brief second here, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that could be it.
You're such a baby.
I think you might have hit the nail right on the head.
You're such a baby.
Oh, boy.
But actually, maybe if you spend enough time together, I don't know.
It's a distinct possibility. I do want to throw a thank you. Who got us started tonight? Matt Fields with $5 says, constipated diarrhea. Aaron is on Ozempic to lose that loaf piggy fat. Oh, well, guys, look.
Oh,
it's the first $5. I appreciate it. Let's have a bunch more of those. Let's hear.
Thank you.
At the very least, let's knock tonight out, and then I'll feel like this was all for something.
Are you having withdrawals? Did you have your bread and queso today?
I had bread today.
Okay, that's half the battle.
I did have bread today. Boy. So, where was I before we? Oh yeah.
You're good here.
Fanook Chinook said in the chat. He said Alex Stein is insufferable.
Uh-oh.
I was watching Alex just before this show.
My girl Lila's on tonight.
He decided to continue on the OnlyFans porn argument bandwagon, and he had an OnlyFans girl on to have this debate, and I think she was so nice and so not ashamed of what she did that Alex kind of really, he did this weird thing where he's supposed to be that, because remember all those angry incel dudes loved what Alex did to Brandy Love? They're
yeah.
My problem with women are being played out right now in front of me and I like it.
You can see it in the chat, yeah.
Right. So then Alex has this OnlyFans girl on, but he was being very non-committal. He wasn't arguing with her or treating her poorly, but he was also trying to make jokes, but they were kind of obvious, just pervy jokes. And then I don't know, I didn't know what he was going for. Maybe I just caught it in the middle or whatever, but I'm okay, but you understand the new fans you have because of the Brandy Love thing. They want you to call this woman a whore and a skank and a slut. In. And he was being really nice to her, but it also made for a really boring show because I'm I don't really care. It's like when Howard and all these other shows would have porn stars on. I always turned that stuff off.
Because it does become more of the same, doesn't it?
It's just I can watch porn if I want to see porn stars.
More entertaining.
I don't care to hear what they have to say.
Yeah.
And so I thought, well, is he going to have a debate with this woman? Are they going to get after it? That could be interesting. Okay, I'm here for that.
Are they going to deep throat bananas like that one time?
Well, then he just kind of backs off, and it was just kind of weird. There was just an OnlyFans chick on his show, and I'm like, hey, you know what? Maybe it's for somebody.
Okay.
Not for me.
Weird.
Not for me. All right, let's try to, I'm going to try to catch up. You know what? I'm just going to go to the bottom here. Now we're here. This chat is busy. I'm going to scroll up a little bit and just kind of take off right around where that from Matt's 5 was. Hobo Chili Recipe says, how was the labor pains, Tubby? Did you have a miscarriage? Smells like burnt Vaseline, says Loaded Wrench.
Oh, come on.
K McDuck says, Aaron April was doing great. You can go puke for a while. It's okay. I didn't say I was done.
I was just warming up.
Taste Fairy says, Crohn's disease. I made fun of Crohn's today.
Oh my God, do you need a fecal transplant?
I made fun of Crohn's today, and I made fun of the fecal transplant people, and here I am, just all of a sudden.
What if you do? What if that is literally karma coming home to roost as soon as your show starts?
It could be. It could be they call it, I believe the Inca called it the brown karma.
Okay.
And that could be what it is. It's just so sudden.
Is it better now? Is it gone?
I would say it's tentative. I'm getting those, am I getting phantom pains? I'm just worried it'll happen again? Or is it really kind of hanging around?
No, you know how, once you've been wrung out, everything kind of hurts and it's, residually cramping, but there's nothing there?
Right.
Maybe you're doing that.
Fauci's Pangolin says, holy shit, Aaron's alive. So whose corpse did I fuck? God damn it. See, that's something I consider between you and your God. Kane J saying it was the queso that did it. You know what's ironic is today was like the best eating day I've had. I ate normal people shit.
Run through your day with me. What did you eat? Top to bottom.
Well, I had those potato wedges.
Okay.
And then I had some of those mushroom noodles that you made.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had the chicken Mediterranean sandwich. Then I had one of your shortbread cookies.
The Mediterranean sandwich is the only thing I didn't eat today.
The Mediterranean chicken wrap.
Yeah. I didn't have that.
I don't know.
What if the chicken was nasty in it?
That's what I'm worried about.
Was there lettuce in it? Because sometimes
lettuce there was like all
kinds.
It's Mediterranean, so there was all kinds of veggies and stuff in it.
I don't eat prepackaged sandwiches from anywhere.
Well, you're better than me.
They're very sus, and Aaron's you're into those wraps at like Casey's and stuff too, like the Italian ones.
I do. I like them. Gray Aaron says, I need goal money so I can buy more gas station food that will repeat this process. 30-year-old Ray DeVito says, you don't have to wash your hands if you don't wipe. Aaron trailblazing again. Thanks, Ray.
Jesus, Ray.
Appreciate that,
Come
Ray.
on.
Aaron snuck a McRib this afternoon, says Rexstart parody account.
And that would do it.
It would. That would have done it.
So you didn't have any gas station food?
No, none. I had none.
Did you eat it yesterday?
Yeah, I had that bacon cheeseburger from
What if
Quick
it's
Trip.
just coming around to
look,
like,
man,
hit
it's
you?
possible. It's possible. Ernest Zundel was right, says Alex Stein is Mossad. Hobo Chili says Alex might be losing his luster. I don't think he's losing his luster.
No.
I just think Alex is what he is. I don't think you're going to see Alex get better or worse at this point. Alex just is what it is. What you see is what you get, and he's capable of doing good stuff. The Loon says Alex is fine. If you like wrestling, you get prime time. He's a cat.
I've actually kind of always thought that too. I'm not a wrestling fan, but I can see like how people could like compare him to pro wrestling. What?
SH says you're not supposed to drink gravy straight, Aaron. Oh, well, that's there you go.
You ate gravy.
It was all the gravy drinking.
Damn it.
That I've been doing. T. Jefferson says you keep using Get After It. Are you a Kumia fan in hiding? In hiding? I thought I was always.
No, he says Cuomo fan.
Oh, Cuomo. I thought he said Kumia. I'm like, I'm not a closet Kumia fan. He's like my biggest influence. Am I a Cuomo fan in hiding? No.
Just the ass grabbing mostly. He's a big fan of slipping the ditch every now and then with a hug.
Triple N says Adam22 tries to do that shit, interviewing hoes. No one wants to hear their nonsense. Well, that's because he wants to watch his wife get finger popped by him. That's the only reason.
Hose?
Yeah, by the hose. Fanuc Chinook says, breaking news, Milton's in the hospital, harpoon drive-by shooting. Well, then he's having a way worse night than I was.
Jesus Christ. Somebody
That's
asked
for
him to
sure.
go deep sea fishing. You didn't know he was the fish.
We're not going to keep that Melton down, not with 3 barrels in him.
Wow.
You measure it from his titties to his asshole he can't wipe. IBS, Imholt bowel syndrome, says Ernest Sundel. Geriatric knob slobber says, quit transplanting April's shit to your butthole, jackass. Hobo Chili says, how far are the contractions? What's your bishop score, you tub of lard? See, it's so mean-spirited.
They seem almost like so lazy, but they like hurt so much for like I'm hurting for you on occasion.
Oh, boy. Jesus, you ate a lot. But I didn't eat a lot.
That's not a lot for him.
Could you just say it's not a lot?
You're a big dude. You should eat more than
Don't say it's
me,
not a lot
you
for
know?
me. Just say it's not a
I
lot.
ate like a fucking whale today because I was hungry. I was a hungry girl. I had like 2.5 slabs of shortbread.
You did. I saw that what was left of that shortbread.
Oh,
I was like, holy shit, she really got after it.
so fun. And do you want to hear the worst part? I'll air out my shortcomings here.
Sure.
When I was making the shortbread, it's basically just flour, sugar, and butter and almond extract. And I straight up I ate clumps of it before I baked it. So
Ernest Zundel was right. Says going down on Lena the Plug is called spelunking.
jeez.
Simple to the point. I like it.
You need scuba gear.
$20 from Crunchy Cynicism says, for the weak, flubby talker that jests us all through our real jobs, and for the smoke show dits that we all jerk off to.
Hey.
Pour one out for our lost homies, R.I.P. Redbeard, I think. Well, no, you don't have to think. That's fine to rest in peace, Redbeard. He was a good man.
He was.
Thank you very much, Crunchy Cynicism.
Thank
Great
you.
work. 210 is the number tonight. We're going to knock that out because we got 2 left this week. We got tonight and tomorrow morning. Thank you, boys and girls. Patrick Stool Servant says, I appreciate whoever harpooned Patrick. I get the night off now.
Oh, don't we have to prop up his corpse on something? Don't give me that look.
I'm just hoping this one passes.
Can I get you some medicine?
No, I'm trying to get my bishop score so that Hobo knows.
I'm pretty sure I have Imodium for you upstairs and Pepto-Bismol. We can stop the contraction.
Gray Aaron says, eat more and gain weight. I'll leave you.
Wait a minute. I'll leave you. I've done it before.
I've left you before?
Did you leave?
Oh, my God.
You would do that again, wouldn't you?
Fanook Chinook says, Christopher Columbus went west. Aaron Columbus went yeast. I like that joke. I can't help it.
That's disgusting.
That's just, you got to give the man credit when he has a good joke. The man has a good joke. All right, let's go over to Rumble, see what they've got. Gia Kokina says, a Druish princess. Chef Lou F. Word says he needs a fecal transplant to get him to Das Pupen Krakenhaus. There you go. All right, let's, Crab Slap Hammer says he needs a Midol.
Laughing Lion says deaf Imodium territory. Are you hot too?
No.
Can I go get the thermometer and take your temperature?
I'm okay. I don't feel warm.
Is it a food thing?
I actually feel chills.
That's because you've been wrung out.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That's apparently what it is. Rincewind with $5 says, Aaron, I'd say your issue was caused by being fisted by a line of Somali pirates at Riverside Park, you waste of German sausage. Hobo, do you see what you've started?
That's cruel. Yeah.
You see what you've started.
Look at how violent these are getting.
All right, here's the deal. That puts us at 205 for tonight. You guys are off
Wow.
to a great start. Here's what I need from you.
Thank you.
If you're not going to throw us a ridiculous amount of money, which we're always down for, hit thumbs up. Whichever platform you're watching on helps the algorithm. Hit subscribe, helps us a ton. If you haven't done it, do it now. I'm going to get through tonight's show.
Yeah, me too. Did you see that?
Telling you right now.
Just railed my funny bone. Lucky
Triple
funny
N says,
bone.
Aaron is going through menopause, and Laughing Lion says, my sweet summer sausage. Thank you. Gee, Chup, are you going to have Shuli come over and weigh your shit?
Oh, come on.
Oh, for God's sake. All right, so.
No, you're going to have that business over in the UK, isn't it? Where Randy brought his.
Oh, yeah, of course. The
What is it
Colo
called?
box. Colo Guard.
No, dummy.
What?
South Park.
Oh,
The
that one.
Keurigs
The
are-
Keurigs, yeah.
yeah.
The Shit Weighers Association or whatever the hell it's called. God damn it.
Not now, Charles.
Fanook Chinook says Aaron's favorite, Rectum's favorite movie is Deep Impact. Gray Aaron letting us know that I only let members of Compound fist me.
That's a good decision to make, though. You probably want Steve Conti up there, don't you?
I love Steve. Steve Conti is the most talented man there.
He's really fucking funny.
Ernest Zundel was right. Says April Tully poisoned Aaron with her little finger. Oh, Tears of Lys. Is that what it is?
No, you'd be dead already. You'd be bleeding from all your orifices.
30-year-old Ray DeVito says April powering through the wafting smell of dookie like a true girl boss. Oh,
Thank you, Ray.
I'm only going to take this one until I'm going to take this call until someone pays us money to hang up on it.
That was disgusting.
That's the deal. Oh wait, you know what, sir? You're gonna have to call back because I don't have this hooked up to the computer yet. Hold on. All right, so we're gonna close that.
Laughing Lion says putting the pound in compound.
Literally, the first half hour of tonight's show has just been talking about me shitting, which is
you
great.
Literally shit on air.
I really did.
We should get you a bucket in this seat.
So we're going to get that phone call back on the air when that person calls in. Hobo Chili with $5 over on Rumble says, I hope you have a miscarriage and have permanent stomach pains, you fat slob. Or just go on the pot and take a shit and pass that petrified loaf of bread you scarfed down in one sitting. He's looking out for me.
I'm picturing like a Tolero roll coming out.
Love a good Tolero roll with tomato soup. You just tear off
Oh,
pieces and dip it.
You're not supposed to tell them that.
I know. All right, let's go to the phones. Hello, sir.
Hey, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on, man? I hear you're really going through it right now. This is Jake Hudson, who currently is under fire.
Here's what happened. Dude, I sent you the whole DM. On both your Twitter and your Facebook.
I wish I could tell you
Basically-
I didn't read it, but I did.
He's bringing up the whole thing from last year. He's like, I orchestrated. He was like, you orchestrated. I orchestrated. So let me restart this. Citizen M is saying that I orchestrated the docs and the swatting at your compound.
At my compound, yes, my compound.
I
just got my fucking property tax statement today. It might as well be a compound at this point, what they value it at. Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
Do I live in a fucking mansion, for God's sake?
April, I hope you're doing good today. April.
Real good, Jake. Thank you.
And here's the thing: I don't have any hate in my heart for you guys. And
oh well, good. You know, I'd hate if you had hate in your heart for us after you got us swatted. I would really hate that you got us swatted and had hate in your heart for us.
Do you know that they had their guns pointed right at me when I answered that door?
Do you know why Citizen M is doing this shit? It's because I blocked him. I banned him yesterday.
Why'd you ban?
Being a jackass.
But why'd you ban Citizen M? Why'd you ban Citizen M?
Because he was a jackass.
Okay, well that makes sense. That checks out. Citizen M can indeed be a jackass.
He also clips out of context stuff of Aaron and Merce and Royce and Red Bar.
I know he does. He does that to, that's a fun thing he does of the shows he likes. And also, it's because he's fans of shows. Like, he's fans of this show, and there's some shows he likes that don't like this show. So he does that to, stay in the good graces of those shows. He's just a really autistic internet fan, and he worries way too much about what these shows think of him. And I'm the only guy who's told him...
$10.
I'm the only guy who's told Citizen M, dude, it's okay. You don't have to do that for me. I don't give a shit.
You got a donation, Aaron. You got a donation.
I know, Jake. Hey, by the way, Victor, can you please cut out Jake saying, hey, Aaron, you got a donation? I want to play that every time we get a donation.
Thank you. Hey, Aaron, do you, by the way, I just want to say that I've been watching a lot of the stuff, and I hope you feel better.
Oh, thank you, Jake. Yes, I had.
By the way, I've had the same issue a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I think I was kind of laid down after a podcast or something.
Yeah.
And I've been getting and I was it was labor pains.
Yeah.
And I had diarrhea. So you might want to take something, April. You might want to get him some Imodium or something.
See, Jake has the shits.
Yeah.
Jake had the shits recently, and he had liquid pouring between his shanks, and he needed to take some medicine. So he just wants to make sure I concrete everything up, so I don't feel bad. Jake, thank you for looking out for me, buddy. Yeah.
Did you fuck up the audio again?
No.
It sounded like you did.
I did not. I think it's all the shit you have in your system.
Hey, let me ask you this question.
Last question. Make it a good one. I gotta go.
Did Matt help when you left radio? Did Matt help you with the podcast?
Yes.
People are saying that Matt didn't help you.
He did.
People don't. Here's the thing, Aaron. If you want to know something about Aaron, go relive. Is there any of the old footage out there?
No, they banned my Twitch account.
So the only thing on that thing with you and Randy and
What's that?
There's a Randy and Noit. There's a audio of you and Randy.
I do. Jake, what's the point?
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye. It's becoming self-aware. Oh, boy. You know, if I hadn't shit my brains out and totally fucked up the open of tonight's show, I never would have let that go that far. But
I held that down for you.
Tonight's kind of a free-flowing night now because of what happened.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
How dare you, Aaron?
I now feel sicker. I don't feel well anymore.
I think you've done...
Sid Saraf with $10 says, ask Jake if he sees me getting pregnant in a few months. Yeah, he said that he sees you getting pregnant in a few months. Did you remember that?
Sid?
No, Jake, this morning.
What?
He said in the chat, yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he sees you getting pregnant.
How is that happening?
Now, Charles.
I don't know. Imodium Imholt says, I summon Crohn's on Jake. I have Crohn's disease, so I can do that.
How is your tum-tums over there?
Better now.
You look slimmer.
Rincewind with $5 says, how is Aaron able to talk to his own liquid poop on the phone? Oh, do I like that one?
Oh, shit.
Oh, that was pretty good. Crunchy Cynicism with $25 over on Venmo. Thank you very much. Von Kaiser with $10 says, fuck off, Jake.
Thank you.
That was a request from Von Kaiser.
Thank you, Von Kaiser.
That's going to put us at 165 for this evening. Look at how quick that goes. You guys are doing great. Thank you very much. There's all the links in the chat if you want to contribute to tonight's program. Boy, Charlie is fucking relentless tonight. I tell you that.
Maybe he has something important to say.
Oh, man. Let's continue on. I'm not going to read some of the meaner chats because you guys really did get after it there. Rumble, YouTube, wherever you are, hit the old thumbs up. So I was talking about late night being absolute garbage. And I think Colbert is the biggest offender of why it's bad.
He's pretty bad, yeah.
I think let's see if we agree on this. The least bad offender of all the late night guys?
Ooh, right now?
Yeah.
Fallon?
I was just going to, Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
Jimmy,
I'm scared.
I used to hate Jimmy Fallon and think he was the worst because he would bring celebrities on and play like slumber party games with them. And I'm like, what a cornball. I hate this guy. But then it came out that he like drinks like a fish and does drugs and parties all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, this guy's rad.
He's probably pretty fun.
Yeah, he's just doing what he has to do, to make the millions of dollars. So that's fine. But then like Seth Meyers and, Colbert, they're the two worst. Kimmel's bad, but Kimmel's bad because Trump broke him. Colbert and Meyers are bad because they've always just been these liberal nudges and just these absolute douchebags. And now they got permission to be that. Like when Colbert worked for Jon Stewart and he worked for Comedy Central, they were like, look, asshole, this is Comedy Central. Be funny. And Colbert was funny when he was playing a character. Then CBS told him, and let's try to forget that he took over for Letterman.
Big shoes to fill. And he did not fill.
He took over for Letterman and they said, hey, Stephen, just be yourself. Well, Stephen Colbert's real self is an insufferable liberal cunt. And he had Rachel Maddow on his show last night. And I cannot tell you, between Ukraine and Russia, Israel and Palestine, government shutdown, massive debt,
COVID,
inflation, COVID, all this shit, we don't need to see our late night comedians interviewing partisan hack talking heads. What we need to see them talk, it would be great to have, this is where shit like Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift belongs.
I agree with that.
It would be great to see Matthew McConaughey as a guest, Patrick Mahomes as a guest.
Ben Affleck.
Have Ben Affleck on the show and just
J-Lo.
rap with him about whatever's going on,
J-Lo's ass mostly. I want to hear about it.
Talk about all of it. That senior woman's ass. So he has, she's not old?
No.
She has Rachel Maddow on, and I want you to listen to two things. One, the banality of this conversation.
Okay.
And number two, the very limited audience reaction to the shit they're talking about. And why? Because even people who are there because they like Colbert are still like, hey, asshole, I want to laugh. Here we go.
Found out minutes before you walked out here, a new Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, has passed the funding bill. And with help from Democrats, it went like this. It went 336 to 95. 93 Republicans against it, 2 Democrats against it.
See, why do I give a shit if I'm tuning into a late night comedy show?
This makes me tune out, actually.
If Walter Cronkite was on and it was 9 o'clock at night and Walter Cronkite was on, this is breaking news that he could read to us. Absolutely, we have to know. But if Colbert is on, Who gives a shit?
Now, this is the kind of deal that lost Kevin McCarthy his job.
All but 2 Democrats in support of the Republican bill.
Right. I think just the idea of there being a continuing government was what they were voting for, is my guess. Do you think he's going to pay a price from this? What do you know about his position?
You two can talk about this backstage.
Yeah, this is like or afterwards over your gay drinks somewhere.
Sure, and they will have gay drinks somewhere. But you can go out for drinks and you can talk about this stuff. I can't think of a more boring conversation to have on, again, a comedy show. Like, even if this was on Fox News or CNN, I'd turn it off. It's too dry.
Yeah, I don't think you can label this as comedy anymore.
And if you're talking to Rachel Maddow, like, what do I give a shit what Rachel Maddow has to say about any of this? Because I know clearly what side she's on.
Yeah, she's made that very clear, and she's very cunty about it.
It's not like Rachel Maddow, you're going to ask her opinion on something, and she's going to go, the Republicans absolutely got this right, and those Democrats really look like dipshits on this one. She's going to talk about why the Democrats are good and why the Republicans are bad. Honestly, the minute you book Rachel Maddow on your late-night comedy show, it's a busted segment, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I mean, she's boring. She's boring and predictable.
Name me a news politics person who, if you brought them on, you could make funny television with them.
Alex Jones.
Classic. Would be great.
Absolutely.
Greg Gutfeld.
Sure.
You could make funny stuff out of that. Literally everyone else. Even Tucker would be boring on a comedy show.
Yeah.
I want Alex Jones. I want Greg Gutfeld. And that's it. Other than that, bring me bread and circuses. That's what this shit's supposed to be.
Bread and circuses.
The great distraction. You know? The great ha-ha when all the shit is way too serious. But no, let's bring Rachel Maddow on.
Kanye West.
Oh,
Get him
God.
on here.
And you know, here's what you do. You bring Kanye West on your show and you go, Israel-Palestine, go.
Oh, my God.
And then
Can
just
you
leave.
imagine?
As opposed to Kevin McCarthy's, because this is the kind of bill that sank Kevin McCarthy.
Yeah.
What did I do to you?
No. That's the entire audience, Steven. This is just a representation of the whole audience. When you take your, again, late night comedy show, Carson, Letterman, Leno sat at this fucking table.
It's tragic.
And they did Floyd R. Turbo, and they did Karnak, and they did the top 10 list, and they did jaywalking, and they did headlines, and they did Rupert's Deli and Bud Melman. They did all, stupid human tricks. They did all that shit. And you're sitting here going, well, what do you think the ramifications of Kevin McCarthy as the speaker? Most of the people watching you don't know who Kevin McCarthy is.
No.
Or Mike Johnson. All we know is he and his son check on each other's porn habits.
Jesus Christ.
That guy's fucked up.
That was bad.
I'm sure Mr. Johnson is very smart. And
so funny.
There's 3 people laughing.
And knows exactly what he's doing. But he got this job because the previous guy was driven out with pitchforks and torches for having had the temerity to speak to political opponents rather than just wishing them dead. And now he needs...
4 people are laughing.
But again, so funny, right?
I mean, again, why?
Don't buy tickets to this shit. Don't
So
go watch this.
So we're taking the one thing. This is like, again, I hate to say that this is like a concerted conspiracy effort to kill this country, but they're taking the institutions where we used to go to laugh and be distracted, and they're brainwashing and bombarding us there too.
Yeah.
Trying to destroy that as well.
Oh, you guys can't laugh at anything unless we've deemed it okay.
Right. First of all, you have to take your medicine of indoctrination before we give you, and what's the comedy we give you? Dancing vaccine needles. Take this shot and shut the fuck up.
I bet they've offered vaccines at these shows when people come to watch in the
They
live
just have a
audience.
guy sitting outside.
Yeah. Hey, guys, you want to just take care of it right here?
Just get another.
So funny.
Have you already had 9? Get another one. You can never have too much protection.
his political opponents in order to keep his job. Like, we all know how this ends. This is not
Hopefully with ritual. Oh, never mind.
I want to remove her moles from her neck. Can that be a bit? That could be fun.
I hope they're attached to arteries.
a party that is trying to govern. And we're faced with this larger project right now in our politics, which is that one side, under the Republican Party's leader, is trying to say, my political opponents don't deserve to live. I shouldn't be subject to elections. I should just have power and rule and use the government to crush my enemies and get revenge.
Who are you referring to now?
Really?
Because
There's one party guy who's trying to throw his political opponent in prison. Just one. The January 6th people all thrown in prison.
Yep.
Even though the new video evidence shows they weren't really that bad, and it was probably instigated by federal agents.
I mean, just a lot of bit.
You're trying to throw your main opponent in jail right now by throwing dozens of criminal charges at him.
Just seeing whatever sticks.
Yeah. And she's got this is why I'm saying, even if you want to do news on your comedy show, which is blah, you pick this fucking hack who you know what she's going to say, and it's all going to be disingenuous horseshit. I don't trust anyone who doesn't start their political statement with, look, these two parties are basically the same people. They're in it for the corporations. They don't give a fuck about you. And the only difference you're going to see is like on the margins. It's going to be small little differences that maybe make your life a sliver better. That's why, you know who I would love to see get a late night comedy show?
Who?
If we have to talk about politics and late night, but they'll never give him the job, Jimmy Dore.
Okay.
Jimmy Dore goes on crazy rants, but they're funny. But he's also out of his fucking mind, and you never know who he's going to shit on next.
He's good at it, at least.
I like
no
Jimmy.
matter who he's talking about, he's pretty good at it.
And the Democrats are like, we'd like to talk about light rail and some balanced foreign policy perspectives on attacking, like Democrats are still treating this like it is a governing project. And it is really, the two parties are.
She's not biased at all. I just want to point that out. She really, honest to God, believes, or whoever pays her has convinced her to believe, that Republicans want to kill everybody and Democrats want to have rational conversations about policy.
I don't know how somebody like her gets on a late night show. Like, is he just that
Because
light
Colbert
on
loves her.
guests?
Colbert's a liberal, and he loves this shit, and he wants to put this stuff on, and CBS isn't going to stop him because this is the bullshit they want pumped into people's ears.
I'm convinced that the only reason there's any chuckles at all is because they're at a late night show and they think they're supposed to.
I was just going to say they're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing two very different things. And so now we are going to keep the government open. It is
You know what? I'm bored. I'm already getting that feeling
It's
where
terrible.
I'm like, if I'm the audience right now, I'm getting bored. I'm just cutting her off. I am under no responsibility to finish that clip whatsoever.
No, I think that was a good call.
I don't have to finish that clip at all. All right, we got some thank yous coming in. K-Fall in the Great with $2 says, I hope Jake gets a BJ by a copperhead snake. Hey, a blowjob's a blue job. A blowjob's
There will be a blue job.
A blowjob is not a blue job.
Oh,
just want to
thank
point
you.
out.
Fall in the Great.
And the 30-year-old Ray DeVito, I always stop to read his stuff. There's some people where, as I get to know their comments better, I'm like, I read that. I make sure I catch this person. 30-year-old Ray DeVito says, have Jake Hudson on late night, and J-Lo is in her 50s. Yeah.
But that's not senior, is it? Is that bad?
It's getting there.
No.
Getting there.
She's smoking.
Low main Kampf. I love that name. Low main Kampf says Arsenio Hall was peak late night show. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's what his audience did. I thought that was kind of racist to make a mostly black audience make gorilla sounds, but
I want to
whatever.
bring, is Maury's done and all that shit, right? Like, I want more shows like that. Just complete
Train wrecks.
degeneracy. I like those.
Laughing Lion says, you'll never understand how hungry the left was for a popular response to Rush Limbaugh. Air America, etc. failures. Once they found this winner, they sunk everything in. Oh, you mean, what's her name? Yeah, but like she went on MSNBC and like she was still in second and third place all the time.
Oh, you know who else was really shitty, but I think they just got rid of him? Who's that short, fat, British talking dude? In the cars? You hated this guy.
Oh, Jimmy. No, not Jimmy.
Not Jimmy.
Corden. James Corden.
Corden.
Oh,
they had him
so
too.
Bad.
God,
I don't think he's done yet. He's finishing
no,
up.
I thought he was done.
No, I think he's finishing up.
We've lost our way.
$5 from Laughing Lion says, seeing Colbert and Maddow in the same room together answers at least one of my suspicions. Well, go. No, they are not the same person. You were today years old when you fed that when you found that out. Yeah, somebody said in the chat a little bit ago, it's just really, I really like when my late night shows decide to preach to me politically from one side.
No, like that. It's comedy events, comedy shows, sports, all those things you go to for an escape. from politics,
Right.
right? That's why I hate it when like football gets political too.
But I want to give football a little bit of credit because football did something. They backed off of it after a couple of years because they saw people were rolling their eyes and
good.
thinking it was shitty. They kind of backed off it a little. $2 from Matthew Q. He says, you don't need to read this on air. Just a tip for tomorrow or something. You might want to look into Ben Shapiro. Was just on Twitter telling Candace Owens to quit her job over God stuff. Sorry, I can't do any more. I'm broke. You're fine. You're good.
You're good, buddy.
Actually, I do have the Ben Shapiro, Candace Owens stuff for tomorrow, and it is juicy.
Yeah, so much so you were right on target, Matthew Q. Aaron came to me earlier and he's like, I am on to something.
Yeah.
He was really excited about it.
I'm sitting here going, Candace Owens and Ben Shapiro are fighting. Team Daily Wire's about to, clash heads with each other, and it's over Jew shit. I'm here for it.
Oh, and they're both so catty.
The Christian's being a Christian, the Jew is being a Jew, and are you ready for some football? I probably scared the shit out of the dog on that one.
Yeah, he's probably pretty scared.
I'm excited about it because it's all over Israel. And then Candace Owens was on Tucker tonight.
Really?
Tucker's latest episode on Twitter is Candace Owens, and they address the Ben Shapiro thing.
Oh, so it's just hot off the press.
Oh, and he is such a catty little bitch, too. He's a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little washwoman, Ben Shapiro. Loaded Wrench says she got fired earlier. Oh, is she gone now?
Don't say she. No, keep them both there.
Keep these two fighting.
Don't you fire him or her.
Spills the beans on her beef with Ben Shapiro. Yeah, all I saw was Ben Shapiro telling her by all means quit.
Yeah, we can't have either of these two losing their job. I want to hear them bitch.
I don't want either one of these two losing their job. I want them staying right there at the Daily Wire.
Where they belong.
Candace Owens. I hope she hasn't been fired. Responds to Ben Shapiro. We're going to do all of this tomorrow.
I can't wait.
On the show.
Now, was this just a Twitter fight or were they in person fighting?
You are utterly out of line for suggesting that I cannot quote biblical scripture. The Bible is not about you. Be careful, Candace. Ben's a Jew. He thinks everything's about.
I mean, the Jews were mentioned from time to time.
From time to time in the Bible. The Old Testament is kind of I believe they call it a Jew book. So there's that.
The Jew scripts.
Yeah, they got really bitchy and catty at people. Yeah, all she did was she wrote something like, blessed are, this is what she tweeted. We'll go into this deeper tomorrow. We got stuff to play. Mm-hmm. But she tweeted, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Oh, great movie. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. No one can serve two masters. Either you will hate the one and love the other, or you will be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money. Christ is king. So, this was after video came out of Ben Shapiro, who didn't know he was being recorded, shitting all over Candace Owens' Israel take to a group of people at a private event he was at.
Oh, no.
So Candace Owens wrote that, meaning like, can I serve Christ and this backstabbing Jewish guy? Well, Ben decided to write back, Candace, if you feel that taking money from the Daily Wire somehow comes between you and God, by all means, quit.
That means more money for him, right?
To which she wrote, you have been acting unprofessional and emotionally unhinged for weeks now, and we have all had to sit back and allow it and have all tried to exercise exceeding understanding for your raw emotion. Because he has gotten very Jew Nazi-esque about the Palestinian thing. Like, Ben Shapiro's position is so hardline. He's like, why don't we just fucking kill these Muslims and be done with it? Like, he's hardcore.
Jew Nazi-esque is a very, very contradictory description.
Ben Shapiro is no bigger Nazi than when he's talking about what they should do with the West Bank and Gaza. Because, I mean, you could show him a dead Palestinian baby right in front of him and be like, fucking future terrorist, good, suck my Jewish dick. And it wouldn't faze him at all. Like, he believes that all of that should be Israel's, and look, I understand. Mm-hmm. I understand. It's like Americans after 9/11 where they would say, turn the Middle East to glass, fuck it, drop a bomb and be done with it. Ooh. I get that emotional take.
Yeah.
But if you're going to be, what's Ben Shapiro's big things? Facts over feelings, right?
Yeah, of course.
You got to get your fucking feelings in check if you're going to be spitting facts at people. So Candace Owens, after he said, well, why don't you just quit then if you don't want to... It's my Ben Shapiro impression.
You gotta wear a tiny hat. We gotta get you one of those.
Oh, yeah, that's going to help my reputation. So then she says, look, man, you've been unhinged since this whole Israel thing broke out, and we've all been kind of tiptoeing around you, so why don't you fucking chill? But you cross a certain line when you come for scripture and read yourself into it. I will not tolerate it, she said. So these two girls are getting bitchy.
God, and that tweet alone had 9 million views on it already.
So then when he said that, Candace Owens says, you are utterly out of line for suggesting that I cannot quote biblical scripture. The Bible is not about you. And that has 3 million, and that was 3 hours ago.
God, I mean, 1 million per hour is a pretty good
So
rate.
now that's what I read today that got me into this, and there's a lot more to look at. Does this get any of you excited to talk about this tomorrow?
It's juicy. They're just two lovely catty people. And I love watching two like famous shitty people go after
And you know why it's perfect? Because I don't give a fuck about either of them. Yeah. I'm not on either of their side. I don't think either of them are good. I think they're both getting what they deserve. I think they're fucking poison merchants. Good. And that's not because I don't like them because they're conservative or anything else. I just like that these two phony bastards who all form, they all form the, linked arms, and they're all one team on the Daily Wire. Remember when they were all in lockstep to fuck on Crowder when Crowder started shit with the Daily Wire?
Yeah.
Remember Ben Shapiro and Candace Owens? They were a team, brother.
Team for sure.
Let's get Crowder, and she was the attack dog. Well, now when it comes to Israel and Candace Owens doesn't totally agree with Benny Boy, well, now we got to get bitchy and cunty and wild.
God, I mean, that's almost when you want to avoid talking to him about.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with people like that, I guess.
Look, man, there's only one way to settle when two bitches fight like this. Jello wrestling.
Oh, I was going to say trial by combat.
Ben Shapiro and Candace Owens, Jello wrestling, get it done. And Abigail Shapiro has to stand in as tribute for Ben.
She can be the ring girl.
Those giant fucking tits. Jello wrestling Candace Owens.
I don't think she's attractive. Dude.
I know, but do you remember Abby Shapiro's
She got
tits?
some massive tits, yeah.
Uncomfortably large, I would even say.
Like too big for her body type of large. They're not fake either, right?
No.
Yeah, see, I don't like
Body's
that
a
because then I
temple and
picture
all
when she takes her bra off, that they like sag or something.
I think more than that, I think they
they're
make
gonna
sound.
have to.
Yeah, I think they make sound effects.
Like they actually slap. Like if she were sitting at this table and she'd take her bra off, they'd just slap onto the table.
Yeah, I think when her tits hit the table, it makes the sound like if you were to take a whole summer sausage and just go drop it on the table, or like bologna.
I like to picture an uncooked bratwurst.
Maybe that would be
A
good
good
too.
slap, yeah.
Candace Owens would mop the floor with Benny Boy. Well, here's the irony about Ben Shapiro. And by the way, lo mein Kampf, Jesus Christ, man. Back it down a couple of notches, brother.
Oh, but then the next one's fun.
No, that's not fun.
Wait, which one are you looking
Oh,
at?
Aristocock. He says Abby got a gorgeous cooter, too.
Why do we call it that?
It's playful. So, I can't remember what I was saying. Oh, yeah, Ben Shapiro's this facts over feelings guy, but like I said, when he gets into argument stuff, it gets real catty real quick. It gets real feelings-based with Benny Boy. Lo mein Kampf says Abby's tits are called the Temple Mount. $5 from Vidam. Says man sentenced to prison time for swatting and having a man killed. We'll see if we have time for that one.
Jesus. That
tonight.
happens,
maybe,
though.
Maybe for overtime. Oh, yeah, people get shot.
Maybe Jake could watch that and understand how somebody could maybe be upset that this could have happened to them and their family.
Jake, you can learn what you've done wrong. Yeah. 155 away from tonight's goal. Thank you guys very much. We're looking good. We're not even halfway through yet. So a few more of you throw in via PayPal, Streamlabs, and Venmo, and I think we can call this thing good.
Sweetie pies.
Not bring out this at all tonight, and we are solid. All right, so we thanked Abby for the
we
25.
thanked Abby.
Says, please hang up, dear God. How are we still dealing with Jake? Oh, I missed that one from a while ago.
I had to co-sign that comment.
Speaking of, says Jake in the Hudson, when is the April versus Keanu mud wrestling?
Oh, man.
Well, we could see. I mean, there is an opportunity to put that together here in the next month or so, but I don't know if we're going to be able to make it.
Ah, man, that would suck, yeah.
What do you do? All right, I want to talk about, speaking of the Ben Shapiro Candace Owens thing, there's another internet fight going on. And look, thank you for bearing with me. I know some of our audience, especially the radio audience, fucking hates when we talk about internet people. But this is so funny. I couldn't let it go. Do you remember the Boogie2988 documentary that we talked about?
Yeah, of course, with the double gun.
Yeah, and people have been sending me messages like, why did you tell me to watch that? It's so goddamn depressing. He's so pathetic.
I can't
this and
watch
that.
it.
Well, there's been a development. After that documentary, Keemstar got Boogie, Wings of Redemption, and Mudahar or somebody. I don't know who the guy is. To do a podcast together, the Lol Cow podcast.
Yep.
It was supposed to be DSP, but he had too much pride.
Like $50K a piece, right?
Yeah, and then, the channel's monetized and the show's monetized. They get to split that up. So Boogie, who desperately needs money, took the deal, and he did the show. Well, apparently the three of them, or no, Boogie and one of his co-hosts went on Rich, our buddy Rich from Review Tech's show.
Oh, sure. Yep.
And they had a big argument, and it was this big blow up, and it did huge numbers for Rich. Well, Keemstar is not associated with Rich.
Not
and
at all.
Keemstar is the one putting up the money and putting together all the staff and everything for this Lol Cow podcast. Keemstar, when he finds out that Boogie went on Rich's show with Mudahar and had this big, massive fight that they could have had on their podcast, Keemstar loses his shit. Now, this is how I know I'm not built for the internet world, but I'm built for the real world. The way these pussies, I'm telling you, these internet people, they'll go on Reddit, they'll go on Twitter, and they try to say the worst possible stuff. But the minute their feelings get hurt or the minute they hear something they can deem inappropriate, these people are the softest fucking pussies. They're so pathetic. I pity them so much with what soft bitches they are. They hear a guy yell at another guy and they go, he's unhinged and that's not okay what he did. It's like, no, it's a grown man fucking yelling at somebody. You dipshit. That's the way this stuff works.
It does happen.
Well, Keem finds out about Boogie going on this show. And Keem went fucking ballistic on Boogie. And not only did Boogie back down, but Boogie shows us all how bad he needs the money. I mean, this gets pathetic.
So I'm guessing you're on Keem's side.
I am 1,000% on Keem's side.
Okay.
First of all,
Me too.
Keemstar did not have to take his own money and throw this money at these fucking losers who refuse to manage their money properly, who refuse to, take steps to better their position in life. He didn't have to give them what is basically charity. Mm-hmm. And the least they can do is follow his orders. And then when they don't, basically what Keem is thinking is, you disrespect me. You, Boogie of all people, is going to try to make me look ridiculous? Are you out of your goddamn mind? Oh, my God. And the way I'm proposing it is conservative. So we got some messages that got leaked out. And I don't know who would have leaked them if it wasn't Boogie, of Keemstar. And then we've got a few voice messages that Keemstar left Boogie.
Oh, my God.
And then a video response that Boogie gave.
So he's clearly leaking them then if it's his voicemails.
If you thought Boogie was pathetic before, the worst thing you can do when somebody just obliterates you verbally like a lunatic is go, yes, just don't do anything bad. Just don't. There's a way you can take that ass chewing and still maintain your dignity.
Yes.
You can be like, all right, you know what? Look, fine. I'll come in tomorrow. I'll do the thing. We'll get it done with. You can kind of maintain your standing, but still take the ass kicking. Mm-hmm. Well, Keem sent some messages to Boogie that said, quote, I fucking hate you. To which Boogie responded, yeah, I respect that.
Oh.
Do you need attention that much that you just gave away our entire fucking second episode? Fucking shoot yourself in the face and end it right now. God, I fucking hate you, said Keem.
That is spicy.
And then Boogie writes, Keem, chill. Literally the easiest task in the world, he says.
Right, like just don't do that.
Now, if I were to tell you that that's how Keem responded to Boogie going on this podcast, you would go, wow, that's intense. Keem was kind of a dick there, right?
Sure.
I have a 1-minute voice message from Keem after he wrote all that. Boogie said, well, I went there to promote the show. I had no clue Muda was going to come and show his ass, but I respect your decision, Keem. I think he was firing him.
Okay.
In retrospect, I should have left when your boy decided to pull his shit, but whatever. Be well and good luck with the show. To which Keem responded, fuck you, retard.
Oh, and then he just says that.
To which Boogie says, Roger.
Oh.
Now, I know that Keem is not the most well-liked guy on the internet, but I will tell you this. Everything I've ever seen the guy do, when he was on our show for a half hour, being very generous with his time.
No kidding.
He was a really cool guy. I enjoyed talking to him. And in this message I'm about to play you here, I see no reason to change my opinion of Keemstar. Again, he paid a bunch of dipshit down on their luck losers good money to come do a podcast, pulled these guys out of financial hardship. And then for them to go on a podcast and give away shit on someone else's channel, I would, man. I'd be so mad because then they're behaving like people who earned this shit.
Yes, like it was yours to give away.
Yes. Let's listen to Keemstar and what he sent Boogie, because apparently sending these things to him via text was not good enough for Keem. He had to get more off his chest.
Fuck you and your stupid fucking head. Your fucking retarded fucking head.
All right, so far.
Solid start.
I mean, I saw the documentary. Checks out.
I talked to you before you went on. In my other group chat, people were like, oh, Boogie's calling into Rich. I fucking called you. We spoke. I said, don't give Rich the tea. Your exact words to me were, oh, I'm just going to go on there and tell him I'm busy, right? So you call into Rich. You tell him I'm busy. He starts milking you. You start answering every fucking question because you're an attention fucking freak. And then you have a face-off with Muda on Rich's stream. The face-off between you and Muda should be on your podcast. That's monetized, that you make money on. Fuck you and your stupid fucking head.
I don't disagree
No.
with anything he's saying.
You're right, he turned his life back around.
If you and Johnny had a problem with each other,
Oh, that'd be juicy, huh?
and you fucking went on Jake Hudson's channel and had this big monstrous fight about it, I'd be fucking incensed that you didn't have it on the show.
See, now, in this situation, if I were Rich from Review Tech USA, I would be incensed that you just compared me to Jake Hudson.
Okay, how about this? If you and Johnny were to have this fight
Yes.
on the Backyard Boys podcast,
Oh, that could be plausible.
I would be incensed. I would be like, you go on the fucking Backyard Boys when you guys are on the Steel Toe show and you have that fucking moment there? What are you, crippled, dumb, blonde, and retarded?
I go spill all the tea on Keanu Cast.
Right. I would be so fucking mad.
And I would get that. I would expect a tongue lashing later.
So all the people on the internet, when I post this as a clip tomorrow and people go, yeah, man, Keem was in the wrong. Fuck you. Go out in real life and learn what the real world is like. This is how you should be treated when you're that goddamn stupid.
One of these people is tossing money at the other that deserves some respect.
Yes.
Right?
And it's one thing to feel disrespected by an equal.
Oh.
But to be disrespected by the likes of Boogie2988?
Well, Boogie could just sit on Keem.
I'm mad for Keem right now.
Yeah. I would
This
too.
is not a mistake. This is not an accident, you fucking retard. You did this on purpose. I talked to you before you went in. I fucking hate you. Fuck you. All the time and effort into this fucking show to help you guys out, and you can't do the simplest task. I fucking hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Retard.
Perfect. Landed. He stuck the dismount.
He stuck the dismount.
Oh.
You know what I give it? I give it a 10. A fucking 10. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's see what, would you like to see what Boogie has to say in return?
I hope he.
I'm really sorry, I'm just fat and dumb.
Didn't mean to.
One thing that makes me sick about Boogie is his incessant self-deprecation. There's nothing worse than a morbidly obese man who gets shit on and then just goes, yeah, I guess I am just a big, fat, stupid, dumb guy.
You could be technically morbidly obese and be still entertaining or like an okay person to talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't
It's almost
have
like
either of those things.
he
going
uses
for him.
them as porcupine quills because you come at him with a 2x4 because you're so incensed and you go, you big dumb fat retard, and he goes, Well, I guess I am just a big, fat, dumb retard. And then you get more mad at him because you throw down the 2x4 and you go, well, I can't hit a big, dumb, self-loathing retard because I'm going to look like a real piece of shit. God, I hate you.
He's like Eeyore.
Right.
If Eeyore was 4,000.
If you got pissed at Eeyore and you started skull fucking him while he went, I guess I deserve it, you're going to feel bad that you're skull fucking the donkey.
Jeez.
I'm mad for Keem. Sorry. Let's continue on with this clip. So this is Boogie's response.
Yeah, obviously I fucked up. I was just going to go there to promote the show. I didn't know Muda was going to come in there and pull his shit. I should have left when Muda showed up and said, save it for the show. But you're right.
Muda.
I respect your decision. Let me know if you need any of the passwords or anything like that. I'll be glad to hand them over. And
What a bitch.
I know.
let me have to change your mind.
That's it?
That's his response. Well, there's more.
Oh.
So that was his first response to Keem going, you fucking idiot, you're fired, you're out of here. Now, you can tell when someone's getting when they're really angry and in the moment, when they're saying they're firing you as like, you know, they're frustrated and they're going to calm down. And that's how Boogie seems to be receiving this.
I already fired you.
Why are you still here?
Why are you still here? I already fired you!
Keem really is like Steve Jobs in that
Kinda
moment.
is. Oh my God.
Get your shit. Get out of here.
I love
So
that
now there's
scene.
one more exchange. And you see this still shot?
I do.
What do you think Boogie does to try and keep his spot on this show?
Self-deprecate. I don't
It's
know.
worse than self.
it
I don't
worse
have
than
a
that?
word for what he did. Let's watch
Okay.
this.
I need you to fuck off. Like, seriously, fuck off. I need you to get on your fucking hands and knees, have your girlfriend fucking film you and say, I'm sorry, Keemstar. I'm sorry, Jordy. I'm sorry, fucking Tommy C, Nicholas Oreo, Muda, fucking Tom, everybody that's even fucking cared about the Law Call podcast. I'm such a selfish attention fucking retard that I want attention. I want to be in conversation so bad.
I am finding zero fault with Keemstar in any of this. In
I
fact,
know.
he's quite hilarious.
He's very funny when he's angry.
And not only that, April, do you know how many episodes of this podcast they've done by the time he sent that message?
I don't know.
One.
Oh, just one.
They've done
that was
one.
it?
One.
One episode?
These fucking idiots. And by the way,
I didn't know that.
Keem deserves a Nobel Peace Prize because he's going to be putting up with this shit from these morons every goddamn week.
Well, not this one anymore.
Every episode, there's going to be some goddamn thing that happens that, you know, it's going to defy reason.
Somebody didn't get enough sandwiches that day and they got cunty.
Oh, no.
That I gave an entire, the entire storyline of what's been happening on episode 1 to fucking Review Tech USA because I'm so thirsty to just talk to someone. I'm that big of a fucking loser. Make that video, you piece of shit.
I love him.
He's so fun. Oh.
You know what? Like, people like me would love to work with or for a guy like Keemstar because you're like, well, I know I'll never fuck up so bad. He'll do that to me. But I'll get to watch him do it to the other dumb people, and that'll be
As
hilarious.
you have a raging erection in the corner.
I'm just beating off. Like, yeah, fucking call him.
Get him, Keem.
Call him a retard, Keem.
One more time.
One more time, call him a retard.
I'm almost there.
I'm chafing.
I'm chafing.
So here we go. Here's what Boogie
No.
did. Here's what Boogie did to keep his job on the Lil Cow podcast.
I don't believe you.
I'm sorry, Tommy C. I'm sorry, Daddy Keemstar. I'm sorry, Nicholas Di Fiorio. I don't know how to pronounce him. I'm sorry, Jordy. I'm fucking sorry. It was fucking stupid of me to go on Rich's fucking show and give away the fucking storyline. I'm a fucking attention hog piece of shit. It was fucking stupid. I should have left the moment Muda came on. I'm fucking stupid. And I'm fucking sorry. I understand your decision. I'll hand over any passwords you need, wherever you want. Sorry.
How does he have a girlfriend?
Can I tell you whose dick is rock hard right now?
Yours or Keem's?
Rich.
Or both? Rich
is
kind of caused all
so
this.
happy that he caused all of this.
He
is
literally milked this guy for everything.
He is so watching this shit going, ha ha ha, I made them do that.
You and Rich are kind of buddies. You should have him on. Talk to him.
I'd love to have Keem and Rich both on
I big fan of Keem.
to talk about this. $4.99 from Hobo Chili says, April has a cooter that looks like an open-faced roast beef sandwich and a pubic mound the size of a pterodactyl's nest.
Excuse
Take
me.
that, you harlot.
Tell him he's wrong.
I mean, I don't see that when I see April's vagina, Hobo. I think you're out of line, quite frankly. And thank you for the $5.
Didn't really do.
Oh, I was being diplomatic. By the way, $150.
There's no mound and no roast beef sandwich.
$150 away from
Fuck.
tonight. Thank you very much. Hulkamash says, oh, bother. Guess I'll just go sell some magic cards.
Oh God, no. Man.
If you expand a JPEG of Aaron, you get Boogie. Fuck you, Fanook Chinook.
See, now everyone's just being very mean tonight.
That was remarkably mean-spirited. Oh, the fact that Keem got to yell at him like that, I was so jealous.
That was good.
And then he gets the video of the guy on his hands and knees. The only thing
That
that sucks
moment-
about that is you got to give him his job back after that.
Do you?
Yeah.
Actually, I would be the disgusting type of human being that I would keep him around in hopes that he fucks up one more time and I get to watch more videos like that and sit and feel superior.
You are evil.
I am kind of mean.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I don't tell anyone, though.
T. Jefferson says, Boogie hates himself so much. This is just confirmation of his self-image. He wants Keem to be daddy. Hulkamash says, Keem could have said, I'm going to fuck your girl in front of you, and Boogie would let him.
How does Boogie have a girl? Because like I said, you can be overweight and get a girl if you've got some charisma or some comedy.
Hey.
Some smarts. But as soon as you lose all of that and you're just a self-deprecating pile of shit, I don't get like a girl being into that.
It's called mentally damaged women with daddy issues who
No.
latch on to someone with just a tiny bit of internet fame. And if you've ever seen the girl, I mean,
I haven't.
she's like...
Has she been around for a while?
Look, stereotype young girl, lost, daddy issues, the whole thing. I mean,
I feel personally attacked.
maybe a feeder. I don't know.
I really feel attacked.
Wait, what? Come on.
Are you talking about me or his girlfriend?
His girlfriend.
Oh,
I'm offended that you were confused.
I wasn't confused.
Primetime 99 says, how the hell am I single but Boogie has a woman? Well, you don't have a shitload of magic cards, do you?
No.
Do you? Turtle says, April, his girl is a severely damaged 20-year-old with daddy issues. Yeah. And
Wow,
he probably,
20. He looks like he's at least 40-something.
He's about 50.
Is he really that old?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
For sure.
Ew.
150 is the number tonight. We got what? We got about 40 minutes to get there before we rattle this here can. Let's not do that tonight, though. Let's get all the way down to 0. We'll do a half hour of overtime for you. We appreciate it, guys. If you feel like chipping in, do it any way you can. Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, gifted memberships. It all works. Okie doke.
Aaron's can has been rattled once tonight. We don't need to do it.
Yeah, I don't need no more rattling of my can. That, oof, boy.
I heard it, by the way.
Absolutely not. Let's go ahead and check in with the rest of the country. Let's get, you know what, goddammit, let's get to some real news.
Thank Christ, you know?
Enough of these late night people and these internet people and all of that. Let's get to some real news. Let's see what's going on in the heart of this country, namely Nashville, Tennessee.
That's a good one.
You know, let's see how they're doing in what I like to call, April, the heartland. No, you guys go ahead and start it muted, and I'll just get it ready for my audience.
Arrested this weekend during pre-parade festivities, accused of operating a children's train while under the influence.
Yeah, on Saturday evening, many people saw the conductor of the Santa Fe.
The guy who's in charge of the Santa Fe choo-choo. The fucking Santa Claus thing got busted for DUI in the middle of a small town street.
Is that not the only way to do it, though?
And not only that, if he is shit-faced driving the little choo-choo trailer, like, who's he endangering?
I don't know. Like
Let's say
parked cars.
Let's say you crash that thing into a light pole. Nobody's getting hurt.
No, but if you ram it into that GMC Sierra parked there, you might be in a little trouble.
The city's got it.
Oh.
A choo-choo acting a little erratically got the attention of the local officers. The man has been identified as 50-year-old Henry Mead. Officers say he was
Perfect name.
unsteady on his feet and seen tossing a prescription bottle toward the other officers.
So he chucked his pill bottle at him. Do you know how much those kids probably loved that guy, though?
Oh, he's probably so fun.
He was probably the best, train driver they've ever had.
He'd be the one who'd want to go, off-roading a little bit and all that. And who wants to stay on the road?
You kids ever been to the VFW? It's happy hour, you know.
You guys want to go through a cornfield?
I'll get you boys and girls a soda if you're good and you be quiet while I talk to Liz, the afternoon bartender.
Guesses on what his prescription was?
Some
Please
kind
be a
of
heavy
opioid.
Yeah.
It's Tennessee.
The good
it's
stuff?
it's opioids for sure. He doesn't skimp on his prescription drugs.
I like how this guy's over here just casually drinking his soda.
Look at old party mullet too. He's a little balding up top, but he's still hanging on to the mullet right here. God bless this man.
Yeah, I like his jacket.
Just trying to show the kids a good time and drive them around. I don't see anybody else volunteering to drive the Santa wagon around. And so what? He wants to pop a couple of pills before he does it.
If the kids are alive.
You ever had a ride from a sober, hayride driver? They're not communicative. They're not social. They're just like, oh, I can't wait to get the fuck over with this thing. Whereas this guy was probably like, hey, kids, how's it going back there? You ready for a wild ride?
Are we sure are we sure this isn't airing the tires here? You gotta look.
How would that not be great?
That would be awesome. He'd be the best choo-choo driver.
It'd be fantastic.
A field sobriety test was done. They determined he was under the influence.
Mead was taken into custody and a search found a syringe, meth, and several other narcotics on him. He is in the Claiborne County Jail on a number of charges.
Good Lord, man. Just pick one.
Wow, he jumped right to meth, huh?
Oh, you don't jump right to meth. He
No,
tried something
I meant that's pretty good. Usually people who are doing meth just kind of want to fuck off and do meth. This guy was a social meth doer.
Why, maybe when you mix meth with alcohol, you become social?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Right? I mean, he had some meth and he still drove the kids around. I mean, you don't meet too many meth heads who still hold on to their responsibilities. You know, this guy was like,
sure
look,
don't.
I may be geeked out on crystal right now, but by God, I got shit to do today.
I'm going to drive this train. He's got to run a train on meth.
That's right. And he's sitting there going, meth, drive the kids around on the Santa train. I'm not going to break those poor kids' heart, but I really would like to do meth. You know what? I'm going to do them both. In a way, he's like a trailblazer for meth heads. He's an inspiration. He's showing these people you don't have to put yourself in a dark room with a rusty pipe and just smoke this meth and fuck off with everything else. You can get your errands done.
Yeah, who says a meth head can't run a train for some kids?
It's not the way that I
That's how he saw it.
put it. I feel like I would have said that differently.
You would have said that he ran a train on some kids?
No, I would say he ran a train for Santa before Christmas.
With the reindeer.
Yes.
Okay.
Primetime 99 says, looks like I'm ordering some magic cards tonight. Well, I mean, look, everything works. Anything works, huh? Samuel with $5 says, looking lovely tonight, April. The only thing that would make that shirt better is if it were yellow.
Oh, really?
There you go.
Thank you.
Guys, that puts us within striking distance. 145 is the number tonight. Thank you guys very much. Everybody, you see what just $5 at a time does? Let's all jump in there, whether it's Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, memberships, or Rumble Rants. Thanks, guys. Last evening show of the week. We can bury this one. I know you can.
I agree.
Mutiny in the Biden administration. Over 400 officials sign a letter demanding a call for ceasefire in Israel, criticizing the president's handling of the conflict. Now, this 400 people isn't like voters. This isn't like people who voted for Biden and are like, I don't like the way you're handling this Israel thing. These are people in his administration.
Right, working for him.
400 of them. I don't know how many people work for the president. I imagine it's thousands in some capacity.
Probably too many.
But 400 of them putting it in writing that they this just kind of goes to show you how not in charge Biden is.
No, he's definitely a puppet, right?
400 of his staff can write a letter going, "You're a fucking old dipshit when it comes to this Israel stuff. You are so goddamn stupid. We think you're going in the wrong direction." And he reads it and he goes, why are they writing this to me? Like, you couldn't get away with that with other presidents. They'd be like, I want everyone who signed this goddamn piece of paper out on their ass by noon today.
Yeah, don't give them time to pack them bags.
Yeah.
They're just done.
It just goes to show that doddering old grandpa is not in charge.
Nope.
We're going to show pictures tomorrow of his meeting with the Chinese president.
I can't wait for that. I was wondering.
We're just so
how this
not
went.
the world superpower anymore. It just...
No, everyone's laughing.
You know that Chinese president goes, I can tell this old doddering fool anything and he'll buy it.
Yes.
Oh, no, I have no interest in Taiwan. None.
Not at all.
Oh, yeah, I'm totally going to help stop the trafficking of fentanyl on your southern border. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, yeah, the spy balloon thing, total mistake. My bad. See, I got a lot of things done. Just don't bring back the tariff guy. He was... I don't want to have to release another disease. I mean, do research.
The news brought up like the spy balloons and everything this morning too, and they're like, "Oh, if this doesn't go well, you know, things like the spy balloons could escalate and all that." And
so, Biden's 400 people in Biden's administration say he wants to say they're demanding a ceasefire in Israel, criticizing his handling of the conflict. And, you know, we've seen this from, like, far-left people, and Biden probably has a lot of far-left people in his cabinet. He's kind of the moderate Democrat as, like, the Trojan horse to let all these monsters in who are really running the show.
Yeah.
You know that a lot of them, if they don't side with Hamas, they're more sympathetic to them than anyone else in the White House has been ever in American history. So you know that when, like, Biden has Netanyahu over, and he's talking about how we support our friends in Israel and this and that, and he's like... Because Biden's whole thing is he wants Israel to agree to a ceasefire for a couple days so hostages and women and children can get out of the West Bank before Israel continues to just level the place. And Netanyahu, you know, the way Biden asks is he goes, excuse me, Mr. Netanyahu, do you think that maybe just for a little bit you could stop the bombing so we could get some people? I was like, no, fuck you. We're going to defend ourselves. Like, well, I tried.
Maybe this is all because he did the Catholic thing in front of him that one time.
Oh, yeah, he did the sign. Remember when he did the sign of the cross in front of the Jew?
Completely not self-aware. He was doing it in regards to their long friendship as well. Like, it was so retarded.
Oh, yeah, my Jew pal. I forgot that he hates this here. Ugh. So, you know, these 400 people say, well, we think you're doing a shitty job of, you know, running this whole Israel thing. And, I'm just shocked. I just don't think any other president would allow his staff to talk to him that way.
No, they wouldn't stand for it. But now they're probably like trying to pretend it didn't happen. Like, oh, you just don't leak this out, guys.
Yeah. All right. I want to thank Captain Caution for the $10. We appreciate that, buddy. Very cool. That's going to put us, we take 7 of that. So that's going to put us on the 135 side of 140. Thank you very, very much. Not too many more of those, and we will have this thing knocked out cold. Thank you guys very much. Whichever service you want to contribute to, the links are in the chat. We appreciate it. All right, I'm going to give you one more time because I don't want people to get mad at me. Do you have something new for the show?
Say that. What drugs was that on the Tennessee? Do you know?
It was meth.
It could be opiates or benzos.
Could be opie, yeah. Do you think it's opie?
Yeah, it's not opie.
Oh, it wasn't opie?
No, not.
Oh, okay. Hey,
no,
how's
opiates or benzos?
Yeah, how's your beef with Citizen M going?
I don't even talk to that guy. He's bringing up old shit from last year.
Yeah, what an asshole.
But
hey,
here's the thing.
If I gave you the call-in number to In Hot Water on Compound Media, would you call into Gino's show tomorrow?
I call into his show all the time. I call into his wife's show all the time.
No. You got to call into Gino's show, In Hot Water on Compound Media. It's on from...
I've been on his show several times. I've been on his show several times on YouTube.
Not the YouTube, Jake, not the YouTube one. I'm talking about the Compound Media one. If I give you the phone number, will
Don't
you
do
call
this to
into
him.
Gino's show tomorrow?
Come on, man.
I'm a little bit busy tomorrow because at 4 o'clock Central Standard Time, I'm going to be on Harrison Young's podcast.
Okay, now I feel a little bit like Keemstar right now. Who are you to tell me no?
Who are you loyal to, goddammit?
You almost got me killed last year. I should be allowed to tell you to go on fucking Gino's show.
All right, you're bringing that up now? That you're bringing, by the way.
Yes,
dude,
I get to play the "you almost got my family killed" card whenever I want.
That's true.
The only person that was there was you.
No, it was you and it was him and me, and you didn't know if our kids were here or not.
I'm part of my family.
And number one, by the way,
Gordy
I was
was
getting ready
here.
to do a podcast. You know what? Have a nice day. I won't be calling back anymore. Have a nice day. Have a nice life, loser.
It always seems to go in that cycle, doesn't it?
Gordy was here.
Always-
You forgot about him.
It always seems to go in that cycle. All right, place your bets. Is Jake calling in before the end of the show? He literally sent me a message on Instagram 3 minutes ago that said, "Hey, sexy." I'm not shitting you. The message said, "Hey, sexy."
I texted Gino today while I was because he shouted me out on In Hot Water. He was talking about old fashions.
Oh, okay.
And he knows that we like them. And I texted him back and he's like, I adore you almost as much as I like Keanu, but not quite as much as Keanu.
Get off my woman's dick,
He
yo,
told me
hoe-bag.
to. It's a big one. He told me
What
to give you.
your dick. Okay.
He
So
told me
sad
to
about
give
that.
you
Hit ya.
smooches for him yesterday. Don't feel so left out.
That got gay. Red Fox Mad with $4.99 says, play the swatting story with Jake on the phone.
Right?
Right?
It is a big deal. And nobody knew if those kids were here or not. So get the fuck out of here.
Killer Beehive says the race card's got nothing on that card, right? The
And as
swatting
if
card.
like your life and my life don't matter anyways.
Yeah.
Like
MLM, my life matters. By the way, Red Fox Mad put us at 135 for tonight. Getting there, MSO. Getting there. Mr. Q says Penn State is launching a tax right now against Syria. Penn State is launching a tax right now against Syria and has been for a few days. Who supplies Syria with weapons? China. We are just as involved in this war as much as Israel. Penn State. Mr. Q, did you by chance talk to text
confused.
that? Because
Yes, he did.
I don't think Penn State University is launching a tax right now against Syria.
he did talk to text it because the second time he meant to say Syria, it said cereal.
It did say cereal.
I would love a good box of Apple Jacks just being sent overseas.
I guess. Yeah, you know what?
Not now, Charles.
I miss her.
The drunk ass Stunad is definitely calling back, says the optic nerve. Oh, man. Aaron, why would you talk to Jake like that? It always goes that way with Jake. It always goes, hey, I'm back, you guys. I like you. And then you're like, do this thing for me. And he's like, no. I'm like, you tried to kill us. You should do this thing for me. And
That's true. Like,
get the fuck out of here, you piece of shit losers.
what do we think swattings are? I mean, that's a pretty dangerous thing.
It seems dangerous.
Von Kaiser in the chat, by the way, said that old fashions equal hand jobs.
Yeah, that's another name for old fashioned.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Really?
absolutely.
I would have never known that.
Primetime 99 says Penn State couldn't do anything against Michigan without a coach. So, yeah, I mean, what are they going to do against Syria?
Or cereal.
Or cereal. Nothing. Mr. Q says, why you got to F with Gino's shows? I just thought it was really fun.
Yeah, I did say that. Why would you do that to Gino?
I don't know. I bet you he wouldn't even mind.
Why don't you call him and ask?
Yeah. Here, I bet you he wouldn't even care if we did that.
I'm sure.
Hold on a second. Everyone hit like, everyone hit subscribe. We appreciate your time and effort and money and love and glory and all of that happy horse shit.
Knock out that goal.
This guinea bastard never answers.
He's fucking right now.
When you
No,
need him to.
Keanu Cast is on right now.
Yeah, but he's not on Keanu Cast.
He is sometimes.
She doesn't need him tonight. She's getting too big.
Or he's in the background with him yelling.
That son of a bitch.
Damn it.
Your call has been forwarded to an...
There we
Gay
go.
bastard.
To a gay guy with no dick.
Smells like garlic.
I just want him to know if he would mind if
You just want to hear his voice.
if I gave gave Jake the phone number for In Hot Water, and Jake could, give him a call.
You know why? Because Gino, if he's been on Gino's YouTube thing for a few times, I'm sure Gino would have given him the number by now. If he was into that.
30-year-old Ray DeVito says Jake can't do Gino's show. He's overbooked. He's filming Good Morning America and Kimmel tomorrow. Oh, well, then in that case, I feel like a dick.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't overwork the man.
I didn't know he had so many big things going
There's
on.
many things to tend to.
I'm excited for tomorrow morning's show also because not only are we going to talk about the Ben Shapiro, Candace Owens thing, but also we have the Will Smith might have butt-fucked a dude story.
I'm so ready for that one.
I'm excited for that because you were saying it would all make so much sense if Will was just gay and if he would just admit he's gay.
Yep, everything that he's done would make a little more sense.
Yeah, so let's go to the phones real quick because I just need to make sure that we have permission to do what I want to do. Gino, good evening.
Hey, buddy, I was watching Simulcast and I saw two of my other favorite people called. What are you doing?
I'm kicking an idea around, and I just want to see if and it involves you.
By
So
idea, do you mean Jew or colored guy? What are you kicking around here?
I'm kicking a genuine. Well, this one's probably a little more on the retard side of things, but
okay, please.
I'm kicking around an idea, and I know while I'm not a producer of In Hot Water, it doesn't mean I don't want to help my friend's show.
Of course.
I want you to tell me what you think of the idea. He's called in a couple of times tonight. And I'm really thinking about giving Jake Hudson the old studio line. What do you think?
Are we fighting? I mean, would it matter at this point? Would it matter? Sure, give him the studio line. I think he doesn't hate me this week.
Oh, no. You're misunderstanding me. This was not an ask of permission. This was more just a heads up.
Well, yeah, then by all means, just run with it.
Absolutely. All right. Well, you enjoy Keanu Cast. I'm going to go finish up this monstrosity that I'm doing and hope that Jake keeps his calls to a minimum.
Well, now I'm just going to jump in your chat and be very annoying. It's what I do.
Sounds great.
Tell April I said hi. Did April ask about me? Tell April I said hi.
Tell her I love her and I miss her, please.
He adores you, you dummies.
Aww.
All
right. Bye, you guinea fuck.
Later, my man.
Oh.
My man.
Your wiener tingles when he says that, doesn't it?
I don't know. I think what I went through earlier tonight, I think my wiener's kind of hiding because it doesn't know what the rest of me is going to do to it. You know, he's like, man, I'm just going to lay low tonight.
What if I wanted to do something to it?
That's later. That's fine. He needs time to recover from what was done to him. He's living next to a garbage plant. He ain't feeling sexy at the moment.
Okay, which brings me to my next point. If I'm to be doing anything later, you need to, maybe go shower.
Probably right.
After what I heard, I'm a little nervous.
I understand. I passed on saying something that was so gross that even I went, you know what? Not for the air.
Real quick.
No. Unmuted. If you're going to make me say it, I'll say it. I go, I'm going to make your downstairs make the same noise later.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm wearing a chastity belt to bed.
I told you it was disgusting.
Oh. No.
Red Fox Mad with $4.99 says, swatting death, Tyler Barris gets 20 years for call that led to police shooting. Washington Post. See, it can happen. $1.99 from Hobo Chili Recipe says, new name, the Greasy Wop and the Slop.
Wop and the Slop.
The Wop and the Slop. That puts us at 1:30 for our filthy beggary tactics tonight. Thanks a million. We appreciate it. Last one of the week.
Gino's
you guys
here.
are the coolest. Pastronaut. It's Josh Dobbs. You see?
Who started that? Who did it? I missed it.
Who was the first person I heard it from?
He looks so weird, by the way. That face is like...
I want to say Pastronaut was Pat McAfee.
Really?
But I could be wrong. Gino says, did you pass or did you pastronaut on saying something? See, now I'm in a bad mood.
See, but that was fun. It was good-spirited, right?
Now I don't feel good.
You just need a drink or two. You got to catch up to Gino. He had whiskey all afternoon.
I got to talk about this Patrick Mahomes thing before we do anything else tonight. Apparently, this motherfucker doesn't change his underwear. That's what we've learned about him.
Oh, my God.
This week. And look, I don't care how much of a heartthrob you are. I don't care how attractive you are. A white woman's father will always disown her when she goes home with you. But no, that's not what I meant to talk about. It was the underwear thing. I apologize.
Yeah.
No woman is going to find it nice when you don't change your underwear ever, ever, ever. I don't care.
No.
Like, is it more gross if you're a 346-pound guard? Yes. Is it slightly more acceptable if you're Patrick Mahomes? Yes. But are they still going to find it disgusting? 100%.
Balls already stink, dude. And I mean, yeah, way to take away all sexiness from the Patrick Mahomes persona. Okay.
So any attraction to Patrick Mahomes that might have been there is now like, oh, this motherfucker doesn't change his ball satchel.
It's been sold down the river. Like, it's gross. I don't know if you've ever smelt what a football bag smells like. It's not okay.
Well, here, I have an idea.
Okay.
Why don't we get a sports analyst's opinion on this?
Ooh, I think
What do
we
you
know
think?
one.
Let's go ahead to this football expert. What do you think about Patrick Mahomes never changing his underwear?
Who are you talking about? Me?
Yeah, you. What do you think about the Patrick
Mahomes? Dude, I haven't changed my underwear. I don't change my underwear in like 2 weeks. But what's up, Aaron?
Why? And I'm good. I regret the question before I ask it, but why don't you change your underwear?
Because I run out of clean underwear.
You run out of clean underwear, so instead of washing the underwear you have, you just wear the dirty ones for 2 weeks.
A lot of weeks.
A lot of weeks. I forgive me. I apologize for not getting that right.
Hey, Aaron.
I thought you said you were done with me and have a nice life.
Hey, no, I was very upset.
Okay. You're right. So much
I'm
time.
bipolar, asshole. I'm bipolar. Listen, I've been a fan of you since the Twitch days. I got blocked because you thought I was part of Dave 25's little crew. Remember that?
I don't think that's why we blocked you. I think it was probably I think it was probably the whole almost getting us killed thing.
No, it was the Twitch days. Remember when Calpo made that video about Johnny Rock going to your old station, and I put video on, and you got mad, so you played the Hulk Hogan 8-bit Hulk Hogan thing before you banned me, and then you banned my other account, my Here's the Thing podcast account. I think it was Dave.
Yes.
And also, here's the thing. Listen, I blocked Dave out of my life.
Hey, Jake!
Oh, my lucky stars, the Negro.
Sorry, go ahead.
By the way, Gino Visconti, I had Gino's number too.
I would love a good final solution. Can we put him in a camp?
That was April. I'm sorry. That was April.
Hey, can you play the Yummy Dick for?
I said, what in the world is this?
Hey, can you play the Yummy Dick one?
No, I'm not taking requests.
Nice and cool, and it's got that creaminess as it goes down your throat. I love it.
All right, Jake. Would you like the number would you like me to send you the In Hot Water studio number?
Yes.
Okay, I'll send that to you. If you get,
I'll do it. It makes King Imholt feel better.
Attaboy. Here's the deal. You did try to get me killed, so why don't I send you, if you hang up the phone right now, I'll send you the In Hot Water phone number tonight. Attaboy. Better. Hey, kid. There it is, kid. All right, so I dodged the bullet. He wasn't going to talk to us ever again, and I feel like I just salvaged that relationship.
He has a thing for you, though, doesn't he? Like, didn't he tell you a long time ago that he was attracted to you?
If by a long time ago, you mean 5 minutes ago on Instagram, he said, hey, sexy. Yeah, he has a thing for me, I believe. Thank God his dick isn't that long.
God damn it. I'll be right back.
He doesn't wash his underwear for weeks at a time. I believe it's the only thing that Jake and Patrick Mahomes have in common. I think that's got to be about it. Gino says, I'm laughing like an idiot with my cat right now. Are you too happy? I'm the funniest guy who does this, and it's damn near effortless. All these other podcasts make 4 or 5 hour shows about me or other shows because they can't do an actual show. I'm the most effortlessly bad motherfucker who does this stuff, and it's not even close. When Aaron is getting piped by Gino, says Hobo Chili Recipe. For you, as sensitive as a man as he is, you really think he's a top? I don't even think he's a top with Keanu. How dare you? You know what? I'm offended. I'm actually upset that was the insinuation. And by the way my ring of fire was earlier tonight, you don't want any part of that. You don't want to be part of the macho madness that's going on. Patrick Mahomes has played more than 100 NFL games, and for every single one of them since his rookie season, the two-time Super Bowl champ has rocked the same pair of underwear, which he only occasionally cleans. There's a big difference. Do you have a drinking problem?
No.
Tiny bit?
I've had one beer.
It's just that whenever anyone walks out with that large of a bottle of booze, it's hard to not accuse them of having a problem.
Gino was supposed to drink it. He didn't. And now you've taken how many phone calls from Jake tonight? I haven't had enough.
I got to be honest. I'm insecure with the quality of the show prep tonight, so I took those calls to kill some time.
Oh, you're good.
28-year-old Mahomes made the admission while on Peyton and Eli's Manning cast, which, by the way, overrated. When Peyton and Eli were playing football and they were goofballs, we laughed at them because we're like, oh, they're football guys and they're mildly charismatic, so therefore we grade on a curve. They're really great. Now that they're retired, get the fuck out of here. Nobody thinks you're actually funny.
Yeah,
you were quarterback funny.
I don't like. It's not Peyton. Yeah, it is Peyton. He's the older one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Eli's not funny at all, and then everyone pretends that Peyton is super, super funny.
Right.
Now.
Peyton was, like I said, Peyton was funny for a quarterback. He wasn't funny for, like, a guy.
No. Like, when they get that commentator spot now, it's just like, oh, God, gee, golly gosh, they've got the comedian in here.
$2 from Ran Out of Thought says, for the trip down memory lane, happy birthday, Yule. Oh, happy belated birthday to Yule Gibbons from Ran Out of Thoughts. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
And there's that WAP Gino with $20. He says, cheers, April.
Oh, see, now I can pour a little bit for
my
my buddy.
Taste Fairy is doing the Jake thing. Victor, if you're listening at some point, I know Victor doesn't always listen live, but Victor, if you can isolate Jake on the phone with Aaron, you have a donation. I'm going to play that every time there's a super chat or PayPal or whatever. By the way, that does bring the magic number for 30 minutes of overtime tonight to 115. So I think the rest of you have got this thing. Links are in the chat. Go ahead and do it, and then we won't wrap things up in 15 minutes. Instead, we'll spend another 45 minutes with you.
Yes, thank you.
We got plenty. I want to hear the context of this Patrick Mahomes thing because I need to know exactly what he meant by I wear one pair of underwear.
I bet it's just superstition.
Look, I mean, technically it takes work, but you could wear one pair of underwear and it's not disgusting. If you go free balling in a pair of sweatpants while you wash the underwear, you could wear them every day, but that just seems like a lot of work when you could just go out and buy some new underwear.
And he has all the money in the world.
Some of the money, yeah. I think Israel has the rest, and Ukraine.
Okay.
But he has a lot of it.
He just did a whole campaign for Skims, too, via Kim Kardashian.
Oh, thank God. Hopefully his kids will be all right long-term financially.
Right. I'm thinking they might struggle, but there's also a chance they could squeak through.
I hope his kids can live on that Skims money, you know? You never know when that $50 million a year, fucking 20-year contract he signed might run out. All right, so let's go ahead and get some context here.
I love a good superstition, but couldn't you just do something like eating the same pregame meal? Did it have to be the red underwear?
Well, first my wife Brittany got them for me, so I had to. I'm not throwing y'all down, but I have to wear them, But at the same time, I threw them on that first season. We had a pretty good season that season. I only wear them for game day though, so I can't get. They're not too worn down. They're not like.
That's not bad then. If he only wears one pair of underwear for game day, he wears it once a week. Big deal.
My nasty ass was thinking he doesn't wash them.
Well, no, you got to wash them. You're sweating balls literally in that thing.
No kidding. If you wash them, I guess I'm okay with it. But have you seen a picture of them?
No.
They're like little whitey tighties, but they're red.
Oh, that's adorable.
He's like nasty. I clean them.
You wash them. You wash them?
I do. I wash them every once in a while at least.
Is it a thong? Is it a G-string? What is it?
I mean, if we're on a hot streak, I can't wash them. You know, like I gotta just keep it rolling.
Ew.
So, the only problem with that is the Chiefs win a lot.
Okay, so
Are those? Is that it?
Yeah. So I was right. He just said if we're on a hot streak, I don't wash them.
Well, I mean, it's been working.
Do you know how much nut goo is in there?
2 out of the last 3 Super Bowls. What are you going to do? Break with tradition?
I bet you can carve shapes in that goo.
Like a wax sculpture?
Like you're whittling
Yeah.
or something.
Ooh.
Like men don't smell good down there. You must wash that. It's not okay to not. You're going to get like some kind of infection.
But the guy's got to win football games too, so you can see where the conflict arises.
Are we just not going to win a football game because of these underwear?
What are we going to do? Go 3-14 just so my balls smell better? No, I got to win Super Bowls. I've got a legacy.
Some of
I'm
us
building
need
here.
you to stay sexy in our minds.
I suppose. We got about 5 minutes before we're breaking out the e-beggar plate and singing for our supper here this evening and seeing if your favorite e-beggar show can continue on for another 30 minutes. Or if we're going to have 2 evening shows in a row where we take a big fat L.
Damn,
we'll
guys.
see. There's the links in the chat if you'd like to contribute. Off we go. Potentially last story of the night. Oh, and this would be ending on a downer. I do have Elisa Jordana at the end. Her online husband, the guy she married over the computer who gives a shitload of money, he showed up to do a stream with her. Shits all over her during the stream.
I'm in on that.
Just trashes her looks.
Her looks even?
Yes.
Wow. See, that's the only reason I thought he might be with
the
her.
guy Scoro, who she claims, remember how they met? Remember how he found her podcast? Or her IRL streams?
Steel toe?
He was watching a Steel Toe clip.
That's right.
And then he found her, and then Scoro goes to her, and we get this gold. So we're kind of, in a weird way, associated.
We're vicariously shitting on her through Scoro.
Absolutely, yes.
Oh, that's fun.
Thank you, Trooper, for becoming a member for his 18th month.
Thank you.
Thank you very
It's a
much.
long time.
So let's get to this last story, and hopefully the rest of you are being very irresponsible with your funds and throwing Steel Toe a bunch of money. So an NYPD cop who was at a subway station asked a couple of guys, hey, could you not light up those cigarettes here in the subway? It's against the law. You're not allowed to do it. You got to maintain some semblance of law and order in New York City. I mean, my God, it's already going to hell in a handbasket. At least you can keep the smoking to a minimum. Well, these guys had another idea. He asked, his position was, perhaps you gentlemen shouldn't smoke here at this subway station. And this was their retort.
No. What's up? You won't pop on niggas, right? 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 Yeah.
Well, I don't mean to be racist here.
He says as he's about to be racist.
But why are black people so bad at filming shit in the wild?
Thank you. I was just trying to think that, number one, the wild makes sense. Just hold the camera still.
Hold the goddamn camera. If there's 2 guys beating the shit out of a cop.
Because maybe you're too busy going, aw shit, aw shit.
You don't have to talk with your hands all the time. What are you, Gino?
Aw shit.
You don't. Yeah, you can go like this. Ready? And hold it this way. Aw shit. Aw shit. Aw shit. You see how I'm doing this? Look. Aw shit. Aw shit. Aw shit. I can still film the cop getting his ass beaten.
Right. Maybe it's because their friend is over here shaking him.
Oh.
Aw shit.
Oh shit. Oh shit. You see that shit? Oh shit. He don't fuck up the cop. Oh shit.
Just a theory.
Why do you keep? I'm getting vertigo, you dumb bastard.
Yo, Vito! Yo, bro. Why you want me?
Oh, officer, shove him down the steps.
Yeah, I mean,
Shove
it's right
him down
there.
the steps. Cordell, you could always push him in. You just say it was me.
How about the fact somebody thinks this is good to put on TikTok?
They don't care. There's no consequences for any of it. But, like, the fact that a cop comes up and goes, hey, could you not light up here? You can't smoke here. You can tell the cop to go fuck himself. You can say this thing, that thing, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But to just start beating the shit out of them, that's what pit bulls do.
They just eat everything in their wake.
Pit bulls see a human being trying to reason with them, and they just start attacking.
Foaming at that mouth.
Jesus Christ. New York, good luck to you. I mean, really, just best of luck.
I feel like, unfortunately, that's behavior that's everywhere now.
Front Porch Conservative with $5 says, April, from one whiskey drinker to another, I raise a glass in your direction. Skol.
Aww.
Oh, and hi, Aaron. Thanks.
Skol.
Trooper with $5 says, alms for the poor. Ain't too proud to beg, my brother. $20 from Michael.
Oh, thank you.
He says, Jake Hudson has information that will lead to the arrest of Hillary Clinton.
Now that could be fun.
See, that I did not know. Oh, boy. So there we go, guys. We are now officially 90 away from doing 30 minutes of overtime. MSO, guess what, buddy? You won. We've got it. We're almost to the 6-minute mark.
I don't know. Come on, guys.
We're going to fire up that music twice.
I believe in you.
And we're going to see if we can knock this thing out. 90 away. I mean, technically, they have 30 seconds to throw that last 90 in there. But, I mean, in all honesty, we're probably bringing this thing out.
Everybody chip in a little bit. You know how anti-plate I am.
April is very much anti-plate.
I'd rather believe in you.
She doesn't want to bring this. She doesn't want to bring this thing out.
No.
So I am stalling as long as I can to see if we get close enough to that 0 number to leave this right here.
God, I don't want to lose it. That's a quitter's mentality.
MSO is getting such anxiety right now, just staring at me going, fuck you. Just start the music and shake the thing and beg for money, you motherfucker.
Ladies and gents. Oh, Alaric says do the old school hype train.
No, I got to do the Hulkamania one. You know, I got to do mine. I have to. Can't go back to the old one.
They're the paying customer.
Well, fucking Chad uses it. I can't use the old one.
Fuck
It's
Chad.
been sullied.
Who's Chad?
It's been sullied. Trust me.
Oh.
Hobo Chili says, why don't you shit in that plate? Because that was the quality of the show tonight.
Oh.
But, you know, you're
Not
disgusting,
nice.
Hobo, because you stayed here for the whole thing, which is a terrible idea if it was that bad.
Why don't you pay to shit on us some more?
I love Hobo. I can't.
Tell me how stupid my shirt is and my hair.
I can't, but don't tell him. He's not going to be offended. He's going to just do it.
That's what I'm going for.
That's Hobo. That's our boy Hobo. All right, 85 is the number. We are 5 minutes away. MSO, congratulations. You got yourself a win. $85 from knocking it out.
Oh, damn it.
Here you go, buddy. Let's not make it 2 losses in a row for the evening show. Let's see if we can do this thing together. Throw in a couple of bucks, and we can call this one a victory and do 30 minutes of more content and watch as Elisa Jordana is shat upon by her sugar daddy on stream.
Her online husband, right?
There's a lot of accusations that there's like money laundering going on. Like, although that's kind of hack because everybody claims
says
that there's money laundering going on
Yeah.
any show that gets donations and contributions.
I think Kevin Brennan was the last big one I heard of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Helgi with $5. Thank you very much. That puts us on the $80 side of 85. Thank you very much for that. Here we go, guys. We got to get those Streamlabs, PayPals, Venmos, Super Chats, and gifted memberships in to call it that last evening show goal of the week taken care of. Forget your plate. Praise the Lord. Jesus Christo, says Rusty Grammar.
Thank you, Rusty.
And throws in $5. 80 is the number. So close, so close.
Really close.
4 minutes to go.
Chipping away.
$80 away from calling this thing a win and avoiding the 2-night losing streak. Now, this morning was easy. This morning
so good.
This was a breeze this morning. But we're going to see if we can recover and call it 2 out of 3 night victories for Steel Toe. AK Robbie with 1999. Good to see a new name in there.
Yes.
Says freaking whiners. JK, you guys are all right. Okay.
Thank you.
Well, that makes it 65. Will MSO get the double victory tonight, or will that last 65 come in and make it a 2 out of 3 kind of week for these evening shows? 612 Motorsports with $9.99. 60. We're on the 55 side of 60.
Love it.
60 away from this evening. Slow and Steady wins the race. They are coming in The rally has begun, and we've got 3 minutes to go in tonight's can rattling segment. Barry Bostwick with 20 bucks says, that a boy, keep up the good work, son. 45 is the number.
Nice.
Will the 45 be knocked out? I mean, hell, we're here already. Might as well stick around till it hits 0.
Feels good.
Nobody Likes Onions says, do you take Jenny Craig bucks? Hey, whatever. When the plate comes down your aisle, you just throw in there whatever you get. Just throw it in the plate. We don't judge here at the Church of Steel Toe.
Do you accept DBT?
I actually went to a gas station today that said we're temporarily not accepting EBT.
How many yelling fits did you hear?
I didn't know. I wasn't there long enough.
Oh.
I got in, got out because I figured it could be a hostile situation.
It could be.
All right, guys, 2 minutes left. Let's rewind the clock here and see if we knock out that last 45 here in these last 2 minutes. Hobo Chili Recipe with $4.99 says, hey, April, I guess you're not peacocking with that booby shirt. Stay classy, you common street trash.
Thank you, Hobo.
There you go.
More, please.
Oh, the number is now 40, and the links are all there in the chat with the Streamlabs, the PayPal, the Venmo, the Rumble Rants, the Super Chats, the memberships. 1 minute and 15 seconds. $40 is the number. Nobody Likes Onions says, not giving my McDonald's gift card. That's gold to me.
I like a good free fry, though.
Oh, Wolfie, I don't want you to get sick watching this show. I'll cut you loose, buddy. I don't want to see you get sick. That's too bad. I'm sorry we do that to you. If you can't have fun here when we're having fun, I don't want to see you get sad, buddy. All right, guys, just for Wolfie's stomach, he wasn't feeling well. Let's knock out that last 40. Off we go. 45 seconds to go.
Wrap it up.
Oh, never mind. We're done.
Tits.
We're done. Actually, we were done 2 minutes ago, and I didn't check.
Oh, bud.
I'm sorry. Thank you to Douglas.
Damn it, Aaron.
For the $50. That's going to be the end of it tonight, and we are going to overtime. Thank you very, very much. That's going to really hurt Wolfie Worship's feelings. I'm sorry about that, pal. Randy K in Front Porch Conservative. Front Porch Conservative with $5 says, oh, what the hell? I am on the way to getting drunk, so why not? Randy K with $20. We are $20 into tomorrow. Now, technically, if we go 100 over from last night, we'll do an extra hour either tomorrow. Probably we'll do it tomorrow morning.
Okay.
But we'll kind of leave that up to the morning show people. I don't want to reward the morning show people with the evening show's generosity. So you guys are good. You're done.
Thank you so much.
You're okay. MSO says on to tomorrow. That's the spirit, my boy. That is the spirit. So you want to watch, you want to jump around on this Elisa Jordana thing?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Now, James sent this to me. I love James. He does a great job. He was not able to timestamp this for me.
Okay.
And it's a 1 hour stream, so we will jump around a little bit. But James says that you can go to any part of this stream and you'll find gold. He says this guy is just a complete piece of shit.
The one sitting next to her?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
This is Scoro.
Yuck.
If you guys don't know who Scoro is the guy who apparently has given Elisa a ton of money and discovered her through the Steel Toe Morning Show.
Which is very funny.
Which I think is great. So Scoro is sitting next to Elisa. He's flown out to be with his wife. They got married in some kind of online ceremony. Now, I don't know if that's legit, if you cannot be in the same place, but I assume if you sign the marriage certificates, you're married.
Yeah, I guess, but isn't it?
It's not legally binding. The officiant has to sign the marriage certificate.
Yeah.
And then it's official. But Scoro is here, and he's streaming with Elisa in her home. And what I've been told by James is that he is mean.
He looks mean.
Like
Look at him.
He's kind of an asshole to her. But here's the problem that Elisa has. Elisa's in her 40s, and those looks ain't going to hang around forever. They're already starting to go. And if you're going to settle down, you better settle down with someone with money. Because
I agree.
If Elisa Schwartz, that's her real name, she had to Anglo-Saxonize her name a little bit so people didn't get, the whole tribe vibe. Elisa Schwartz has to hook up with a really, rich guy, because if she doesn't, as she gets further and further into her 40s,
Cashing in her chips.
the money ain't gonna be there, sister.
And she's pretty cute still, right?
She's got some resale value left, you know.
A lot of fake shit on there, but I think she's cute.
So let's see how this score, guys. And again, guys, we're gonna jump around because this is 1 hour and 6 minutes, and anytime someone sends me a video like this, I get anxious because I'm like, fuck, man. If you don't send me timestamps, I really don't even want to play it. But James sends me such good stuff that we'll jump around. And he told me, he goes, Aaron, anything you jump to, this guy's a piece of shit. You'll love it.
All right. Yes.
What are your impressions ever since you met the one and only Scoro?
Okay, that's a good question. So when I was at the airport and I was getting off the plane, actually I was in the plane still.
I don't care.
I had
See, this is why I hate
Scoro
1
on
hour.
the Find My Friends app, and I noticed that he was at the airport.
See, I...
So
He
I knew
looks
was
not
there,
so interested.
But I went.
By the way, is he not wearing a shirt underneath that button-up shirt? Is that his belly?
I just noticed it when you did too. That is absolutely his belly poking through.
That's his belly poking through his suit shirt?
Which is unfortunate because he has a nice outfit on.
Well, it's going to make the rest of this video that much funnier because I've been told by James that he constantly judges her appearance throughout this video.
Well, it sounds like he's the moneymaker.
He's got his gut poking out through his suit shirt and he's like, baby, you don't look that good today.
To the luggage, and he was there. And
I'm going to skip around.
Frustrated, which all of us guys have been there. And you said, Elisa, you're 59, 69, 79 years old, and you're this. But now that she's right in front of you, the girl who was the girl of your dreams, many dreams, is she what you thought?
He's annoyed.
Oh, this is great.
Did you see his face?
So this guy is setting him up going, hey, man, now that Elisa's in front of you, what do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Please be a dick.
He's going to be.
So I said this earlier in the Discord. So anyone who says that to me, it's like, what? You've never made mistakes in your life yourself? It was a mistake to say those things. And then, I told her, she is... I'm a bitch.
Oh, I hate that.
I'm a bitch, and I'm a bitch. I'm a boss.
See, these IRL streamers, when someone gives them $1, just this obnoxious fucking music plays. It's the worst thing in the world.
She's allowing this.
Right. This guy's trying to answer the fucking question. This is why, guys, never, and I love you, James, thank you, never send me unedited stuff of this. I'll take clips, but I don't want to sift through this shit ever again. Oh,
welcome back. Just testing to see if this works.
It worked.
Great to see you, Coro. Have a fun stream.
Thank you.
Christ.
Thank you. That was
Jesus Christ.
that was the new
So the other thing is if people look, I'm just very tired. I'm not trying to be this. I'm trying not to pass out because I've been up since both of us didn't sleep.
Yeah, I was so excited.
And then
I was so excited.
Oh, shit. Scoro was doing some of that fucking.
Oh, they fucked.
Neither of them slept, and Scoro was pumping the entire night. He's like, yo, I'm trying not to pass out, homie. My balls are drained, and I've been just shooting cum into this bitch's eyeballs all night, and it's fucking crazy.
Forgot to put on an undershirt.
Yeah. Man, I've been fucking so much, I didn't even put my undershirt back on, B.
Yuck.
30 that you were up, and then, yeah.
Well, it sounds like you guys are having fun.
Yes.
All right. I just want you guys to have a great time together,
Thanks,
great
Rector.
show.
Shut up.
What? You're not coming here, Jadis. You're not invited.
Jadis, please come here. Jadis.
You're a California resident? No, you're not.
Can you try and breathe through your nose one time? He looks like the first Jew caveman. Did anyone?
Okay, I kind of like Scoro.
Did you just say Jew caveman?
He looks like the first Jew caveman.
I've never heard that in my life.
Kind of like Scoro.
I never tell you, dude. Jadis, how come you look like the first Jew caveman? You primitive fuck. Try breathing from your nose. You goddamn primitive asshole. Did you figure out fire yet? Yeah? Did you figure out how fire works yet? Huh? What?
the fuck out.
Yeah. Come here. Come here.
I don't care how much money he has. I have a feeling Elisa might get tired of marrying a Discord troll.
Really? What was your first inclination?
The Jew caveman thing.
Oh, what?
Did you notice he was so proud of that line he had to throw it out there twice?
Oh, and isn't she Jewish, originally?
Oh, yeah, she's Jewish.
Uh-oh.
Come here. I would say to not come here.
Primitive
Yeah.
Jadis, come here because the jails here are way better than the jails in Florida.
You don't live there.
Huh?
You don't live there. I live there.
Oh, okay, James, hold on.
All right, I'm gonna skip.
Yes, you constant. I say, hey, Joni, call up.
She's so uncomfortable.
I'm focusing on.
See, she was lying. She just said she doesn't talk.
Thank you, Penny. Yeah, I'm back. We're just doing like a short.
Yeah, James, I'm sorry. I can't. I got to jump around a little bit. You got to give me specifics because as a show host, I'm thinking about my audience all the time, and I'm imagining them getting fucking bored and impatient with this because she's awful. Like, just listening to her, she's terrible.
And it sucks. I'm sure there's good points.
I'm sure there's good points. And I asked James, I go, can you give me some timestamps? And he just went, oh, it's a short one. And I told him, I go, dude, it's not a short one. It's an hour long. I don't have time to watch an hour long thing to find some clips of it because even in an hour, Elisa's maybe got 40 seconds worth of shit that might be worth using comedically.
I've got a feeling about him, though.
I got a few theories about him.
You plores this stream is so important, okay? To me, it's
not that important to him.
Yeah.
It's important to me. And the reason why.
You've got to be confident enough to sit in front of a camera, for God's sakes, right?
But
so, this is your test.
But oh, you're right. Okay, I'm pro.
Oh, here he is. Here he is again. Oh, hold on.
Okay, I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry, James. They can't all be winners, buddy. I wanted this to be good. I really did, but
damn it.
Yeah, I went against my better judgment, and I said, I'll give this a shot anyway, and I'll play it cold.
Maybe get back.
AK Robbie's right. AK Robbie says, yeah, this sucks balls.
Maybe get back to Aaron with some timestamps if you have some.
I mean, I'd love to. He says it's good, but some of his lines were all right. But yeah, a lot of filler, says Triple N. Okay. Hobo Chili Recipe says, this guy looks like Aaron if he gave up queso and started eating falafels. Low Main Comp, which I love that name, says Iraq was a safe, stable country under Skoro's dad. Oh, he's Uday Hussein. Oh, no. Yeah, see, T. Jefferson says with timestamps that could have ruled.
Right.
I agree.
I actually agree with that. That could have been really good.
Midland Armory, dude looks like dollar store Dave Bautista.
Yes.
That's pretty perfect.
Right. Spot on.
Hobo Chili says Skoro's dad really kept people in check. Did you know he killed his brother-in-law? Yeah. I mean, his dad Saddam did not fuck around. Oh, by the way, I did want to go to, before we go to our next story, I did want to go to Streamlabs real quick.
Okay.
To make sure there was no comment with that $50 that came in.
Yeah, thank you, Douglas. It's nice to see new names in there,
Yeah,
too.
very cool of you, buddy. Yeah, that was just Douglas then. Yeah, great. We saw a couple new names tonight, which we're always very thankful for when people love this show. And as new listeners decide to financially contribute to it, that's going above and beyond. So we appreciate that very much.
Do you know if Ed and Michelle have done anything new?
I usually try to save Ed and Michelle for Friday.
Oh, okay. Well,
I do.
Fuck me.
I try to save
okay.
them. I don't know if you guys needed to know this or not, but Oreo, there's a new controversy about the economy and inflation and all of that. And the new controversy is that people have decided that their theory now is that Nabisco didn't tell anybody, but they've taken the cream filling out of the Oreo and they're not putting as much in anymore.
Aww.
And they think this is some kind of clandestine sign that the economy's shittier than they're telling us because they're hiding the fact that the Oreo cream filling is. I'm serious. It sounds ridiculous. It sounds retarded, but this is a thing online. This is a trending deal.
The cream is lacking.
The cream is not rising to the top,
Aww.
as it were.
So they're all turning into thin Oreos.
Apparently, they're calling it shrinkflation.
See, in my opinion, I'm not really an Oreos guy, but if I was going to be, the more cream filling, the better, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, April loves cream filling. I mean, to the point where it's uncomfortable.
It is really delicious.
Mr. Q says, why ruin Friday with Ed and Michelle? Oh,
Hey.
that's a minority opinion, my man.
Oh.
So at any rate, this shrinkflation is apparently a thing. Throngs of Oreo fans have been perturbed in recent years by what some feel could be one of the biggest inflation scandals to hit supermarkets to date. Double stuffed Oreos with just a normal amount of cream and even less in the original sized version. So they're basically postulating that the double stuffs are the originals and the originals are even less.
I don't like that. I only buy double stuff because... Because I really do like it that much. Like, if,
of course you
look,
do.
if the kids, I only buy Oreos if the kids ask for them, right?
Yes.
And when I get them whatever flavor they request that day, and if I can find it in double stuff, by God, I'm getting it. Because I might want one.
You're not a whore, you're just a good parent.
Right.
That's all.
Always get twice the cream if the kids ask for it.
Oh, now what? Nobody Likes Onion says, I love cream filling too. I put it on my aspirin. He's like a dog. You have to put the pills inside the food to get them to take it.
That's what I do. You know how most people like swallow pills with just water, which I've done.
Sure.
I like to take my pills if I have to take one. When I'm eating a meal, you chew up some food and you sneak it in the food.
Oh, you are a child.
It is like a dog.
You are a child.
But you don't notice it. That's how I take my vitamins.
April sits there. She's like, oh, if you're going to take that ibuprofen, you should probably eat something. I'm like, you don't have to.
That's
April.
true. That's hard on your stomach.
You take the ibuprofen, you pop it down, you take a glass of water, you drink it, you're done.
If you don't get the gel caps, ibuprofen tastes like dick. It's disgusting.
My dick tastes like ibuprofen?
No, I mean like not real dick, like, you know.
Oh, of course, not real dick.
It's disgusting. Like, you know, if you were to replace the word disgusting with dick.
Low main comp says, speaking of Oreo with white cream inside, where's Marquise?
Oh.
Too good of a joke. Too good.
Where is Marquise?
And now we have all of these people writing in. April likes a good double stuff. April loves double stuffed. April loves to be double stuffed. April is a cream queen.
Come on.
Yes. You were talking about double teams earlier today.
I was not.
You've been on a little bit of a slut roll today.
You brought that up. That was all you, buddy.
Yeah, Turtle says, holy shit, Litchfield. Yeah, your Advil strategies are straight out of the farms. They really are.
But
my entire life, I've never heard anyone say, oh my God, if you're going to take Tylenol or Advil, you better eat something so you don't throw up.
I've never said the throw up
or whatever,
thing.
so your stomach doesn't get upset.
It's hard on your stomach lining.
You're fine.
You can get ulcers from that shit.
No, never.
Okay.
You do it like a man. You take some pills, you pop them in your mouth, and you go. Ugh.
That is not what I've heard. I've always heard that if you're going to take painkillers, especially ibuprofen, it's hard on your stomach.
Did the person you heard that from also come from your farm town? Yeah, then I don't believe a word of it.
A doctor in my farm town.
Yeah, but it's still a farm doctor. He's probably, one of his calls was shooting a horse. I don't really know how much of a doctor he is.
It's probably the vet, you're right.
Triple N says, April hoping for DP confirmed.
No.
I mean, if she's not, she's holding it back by that much.
Jesus Christ.
Saying, I mean,
can a bitch just like some double stuffed cookies?
Not in an audience that's 93% male, no. Unfortunately for you. Do you guys, in about 5 minutes, want to end, or about 10 minutes, end the show calling Keanu's program and doing a simulcast?
Oh, do you miss her too?
For about 5 minutes?
Oh, you miss Kiki.
I'm actually just trying to kill some time. After that Elisa bit bombed.
But this is fun.
Trying to kill a little bit of time. I'm not saying it's not fun.
I was all in on the cream story.
Low Main Comp says April stays at Paris and Vegas just for the Eiffel Tower. Hey-o!
No, that is our favorite place to eat out, though.
Aristocrat King Yeti says, Aaron, you're an idiot, and April 1,000% correct. I've never heard that you take food with Advil.
Just Google quick, is ibuprofen hard on your stomach lining? I guarantee
Advil.
it is.
I don't think a bite of a sandwich is going to make a difference.
I do.
I don't. Men, this is how men do. Pop, drink, done.
Who lives a shorter lifespan?
It's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you guys don't have to deal with you, in fairness. So, of course you live longer.
I'm just trying to save you.
I understand. $2 from Los Federales says, I bet you April loves to make truffle butter.
You are fucking disgusting.
You
don't even know what truffle butter is, do you?
You know what? I don't. I want to learn.
Will you please just tell the audience really quickly that you love... Nope. No, say that you love truffle butter.
I love truffle butter.
You just got to come up with a song.
Okay.
You have to go to Google.
How to make truffle butter. It's right here.
It's not the real thing.
Truffle and I. If you happen to purchase truffle fresh or even the ones from Aldi on my yesterday's upload at $6.99, you must spare some to make this. This simple truffle butter will elevate any dish you are making, especially dishes with dairy product or even just humble toast. I got my fresh truffle from Madame Truffles. Now you can have truffles on your dishes just by dolloping this easy truffle and I.
Okay.
If you happen to purchase...
Now that you've seen that version of truffle butter, go
Okay.
truffle butter Urban Dictionary.
Truffle butter Urban Dictionary. Because that truffle butter looks delicious.
It's not the delicacy one.
All right, Urban Dictionary. A combination of fluids from having anal sex and intercourse, reference to the color and texture of thick substance that forms after having both anal sex, the direct penetration of the vagina afterwards without washing first, taking its name from the truffles because of color of gooey thick substance created after penetrating both holes sexually, and its texture of the gooey substance being something like that of butter.
Tell the audience how much you like truffle butter.
I mean, the first video looked downright delicious.
And what was it?
Truffle butter.
And you would be in the camp of liking truffle butter?
Putting it on my toast. Taking a
You
big
put
bite.
truffle butter on your toast.
Yep.
Interesting. You'd think that would chafe.
Rusty Grammar with 199 says farm girls, especially alt-right ones, are the best.
He knows. Thank you.
I hear truffle butter and I think of the food product.
Yeah, some would see it as a food product.
The really creepy ones.
Eat that shit up.
Timmy Pegwib on Rumble says, where did April find the two black guys to double stuff her? Oh, for
I don't know two black guys anymore. Aaron made me unfriend all of them.
See, I'm smart. That, you know what we call that, kids? We call that proactivity.
He even worked with him and got rid of him because I came around.
Scratch that shit. Low main Comp says April and Keanu scissoring should start with them saying 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a clit war. I mean, it's something that it's a, it's a way you could start a scissoring. Yes.
I'm actually convinced that scissoring isn't a real thing that people just do on their own and it's just a porn thing.
How dare you?
Well, I've heard things, including from Keanu, that like it's just mostly a lot of eating box and like playing
It's
with
most
toys
of
and stuff.
lesbianity, yeah.
Lesbian.
I'm almost positive South Park started the scissoring thing. That it's
Yeah,
never been
I
a
mean,
real thing.
I don't think that.
Oh,
is.
scissor me timbers.
Yeah, you're not gonna do that. You're going to play with each other. You're gonna
Munch box.
eat each other and all the licks and things.
Licking. A lot of probably asshole licking while you're down
really
there.
warm in here suddenly.
Some gripe that the filling no longer reaches the wafer's edges. It's not a metaphor. Others say the cookies now bear little resemblance to the cream-stuffed images on Oreo's packaging. Look, I have an idea.
The packaging and the cream.
I have an idea. If you have been paying such close attention to the Oreos you're eating, and you're sitting there with like a little ruler, and you're measuring just how much cream filling is in there, you're too fucking fat to be eating Oreos.
But now I kind of want to go get a package and just
See for yourself?
I want to see if the double stuff stands up to everything I've had in the past.
It's all you, kid.
You don't want to help me eat the double stuff?
All you. Should we head into Keanu's show?
Sure.
And see what they're doing over there. I believe producer Robert sent me a link.
Oh, thank you, Robert.
Let's jump in here. We've got about 10 minutes left in our program.
Am I gonna have to sneak closer to you?
Let's see what. No, because we got the
pasture. Yes, I
hold on.
am.
No, you don't, because we're gonna go OBS virtual camera. There we are, and we're gonna go like that. What's our name gonna be?
Somebody already called us the Pastronaut.
No, I did from our last one. Let's call it
Double Stuff Nation. I don't know.
No, I'm gonna let Hobo name this one. Hobo, what are we calling ourselves as we go into Keanu's StreamYard here? Oh, finger cuffs. It's not a bad one.
April
from
wants
T.
double
Jefferson.
stuffed and Aaron wants truffle butter.
Believe both of those things can be handled at once.
Ew.
Get two birds stoned at once. Low main comp says the person who first noticed was using Oreos to level his desk. Oh, that's what it was, because usually it's 2 Oreos, and he needed 3 this time. And he's like, these fuckers are skimping on the cream.
I just noticed Low Main Comp's image, too. It's classy.
Beautiful. Like, how much, okay, theoretically, if they are doing this, how much money can you really save? How many cookies would it take for you to save 10 cents?
You would think that's just industrial cream, right?
Is there any other
Just
kind?
piped out, from
Is there any other kind?
large machines. What?
Is there any other kind than the industrial cream? It's all.
I mean, not to me, there's not.
All right, we don't have a good name. People are saying truffle stuffed for the name for the stream.
Hobo, where the fuck are you on this one?
He disappears when you need him. Oh, he said good night. Son of a
No,
bitch.
Hobo.
Ambivalent Bastard says, I mean, Aaron looks double stuffed and April wants to be. Double stuffed seemed the appropriate name. 5 heady O's, says Rusty Grammar.
Do you have a favorite flavor Oreo?
Isn't there just Oreos?
No, there's mint, there's chocolate, there's coffee, salted caramel, lemon.
I'm just a normal, regular traveler on this
You're like
Oreo,
the good old white cream in between two nice dark
on this good old Oreo
cookies.
road. Here, I'm going to call a simulcast.
That's gay.
Fine, fuck it. We got to get this thing going. We got like 8 minutes left.
Double stuffed is very funny.
All right. Double stuffed. There we go. And enter
Yeah, maybe we could do something like that. Oh my God. All right. Well, thank you, Zach. Thank you for the super chat. Here's some
get
Kiki
Jake Hudson
bucks
to call
for
in.
you, darling. You know what? Let's just do Kiki coins. My God,
Jake,
Zach.
Jake,
You know what? Fuck it. You
Jake, call into Keanu 984. Guys, would you guys call in 984-401-0021? 984-401-0021 is the number to call.
Why do we do this to her?
By Zach.
Blood in the driveway.
I want you guys calling into this show for the last 5 minutes of our show. Call in.
Special guest here.
Have some fun.
This is crazy. Wrap it up to our next guest, 19. Let's see. Live. Let me get to some YouTube watch.
She's so cute.
984-401-0021.
Kills me.
I don't know what that is, but it could be the I texted it to you, Mickey.
984-401-0021.
All right, I think we have a special. We do have a special. We have special guests. I can tell by their background.
Right,
I'm so excited.
She's so flustered. Look at her playing with her hair and everything.
Oh, producer Roberto texted you something.
984-401-0021.
Not now, Charles. Mylene, I'm
answer it.
peeing, and then I'm bringing in our
Answer
special
it.
guests. I know they
Answer
can't
it.
stay long, probably, but
No.
stick around. Hang on 1 second.
984
You, City or Michaeline?
401-0021.
I will.
Her mom's cute
Don't play
too.
anything on your phone.
984-401-0021. 984-401-0021.
Okay, so.
Also, Bisconti, you have the link if you'd like to come in.
Yeah,
Oh, no, I don't want to stay up all night.
We have other special guests. I'm gonna bring them in while I pee because I love them.
Of course.
Yeah,
Welcome to the stage, everyone. It looks like, and I wasn't informed of this unless I missed a text, but I'm very, 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 very happy to see.
I mean,
it
don't
says
keep us in
double
suspense.
stuffed, but from the looks of it,
Hey! Oh, we have you up on our thing.
Oh
I know.
okay, so it's a
That's
double.
gonna-
There's
a thing.
Stream.
Well, see, we're simulcasting right now for like 5 minutes.
We're the
Then we're just
worst.
going to stay here with you after about 5
love
minutes.
it.
So we were putting this up for our audience, but now that doesn't really work
This is hard.
because I'm an idiot.
And look who's calling. Should we take a call from Charles?
We
once?
did. We
No,
did.
not while we're
no, yes,
streaming.
yes.
No.
Oh no, you can't.
No.
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 Keanu,
No, do that.
if you take, look, I made a deal with our audience. A bunch of people paid a shitload of money to never let Charles on again, and I promised them that if I ever took a call from Charles again, that I would pay them double what they contributed to the program. I believe we're up to like $1,500
It's
bucks. I would have to
$1,500.
pay out.
Aaron, April, I did the same thing last night, and I said, you must, we need money to take a call. And then the moment he would, I would pick up, people would be like, okay, kick him. It was a very good method of making money. So no, we will not.
It's a
We
very,
will not.
it's a very profitable tool.
He just messes up the whole flow of the program.
He does.
Oh,
It's like
yes,
Porgy
right,
break.
exactly. And then bullet careen past the window and all that.
I'm happy with
That was
that.
actually
How are
Charles.
you guys? I miss you. Woo!
We miss you too.
We're wonderful.
Always.
We did something. I want your opinion on this because I think this would be very fun. We decided that after we're done tonight, I'm gonna go and send Jake Hudson the studio line for In Hot Water, and let him call Gino tomorrow.
We're sorry. I'm sorry, Gino.
I think it would be fun.
Oh, Visconti. Well, look at producer Roberto. Poop and blood. Oh my God.
I'll never be able to get away
God.
from my hits.
We had Jacob on the program. I think it was on my birthday for a minute.
Yeah.
how does he not have the compound media?
Because I haven't given it to him yet.
It
my
is weird.
God.
Very excited.
Oh God, Jacob Hudson. Well, if we're not nice, I fear he'll kill us all. So
he tried to do us.
He tried to kill us. He couldn't get us. We're fine. He tried to get me, Chrissy, Bob Levy killed, and so
All
far
of
I
us.
think we're all standing. I mean, Bob barely, but we're still standing.
Yes, we're walking. We're living on borrowed time with young Jacob here. Oh my God. Well, what are we talking about on your program this evening? Hello to all of your people as well.
We were talking about double
stuff.
Keemstar yelling at Boogie2988. We were talking about not now, Charles. God damn you.
I
Sorry.
know it's going to be dueling not now, Charles.
Yes.
My God.
Here, hold on.
He doesn't know who to call.
Not now, Charles.
There.
I'll do it too.
Not now, Charles.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I think a little bit of gay Will Smith.
Yes.
A little bit of the fight between Ben Shapiro and Candace Owens, which is a lovely little cat fight.
I would love to see that.
It's a good one.
Oh, I'm excited. We're gonna get to most of it tomorrow morning, but tonight we did allude to it. They are getting really bitchy with each other because Ben's kind of a catty chick, and Candace is kind of a little more masculine than Ben is.
They're both very with it. They are.
I think Candace
I like them both. I do.
They can both be catty bitches, and apparently they're mad at.
But they can both hold their own.
They're both mad at each other over
I haven't
Israel.
watched any of that in a long time, but I'd like to see that.
So Candace Owens tweeted a Bible verse, and Ben thought she was low key shitting on him. So he said, "Well."
It's the Bible. What does this have to do with you, Ben?
That's what she said.
So then he goes, well, if you feel you're serving two masters, Candace, you can always quit because they both work at the Daily Wire. And then Candace was like, well, the Bible isn't always about you, Ben. I wasn't talking about you, Ben. And
all right, Ben.
Oh, they were just getting bitchy with each other. It was fun. And then she was on Tucker's show on Twitter tonight. So then she was talking a little more shit about Ben. Oh, Ben's accusing her of being anti-Semitic. It's great.
It's rich.
Do I love everything Candace Owens says? No, I don't even think she believes everything she says. But she's a very good arguer. My God, she really can just shut you down. When she will shut anyone down, like unequivocally. I would be terrified of her. So I mean, it's a skill to be had. We have a caller. Should we? Oh,
Here's what
Jacob.
I'm gonna. No, you don't take. You take your call. I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna tell
It's
our
Jacob.
audience.
We don't need it.
Answer for Jake. Answer for Jake. I'm gonna say goodbye to our audience, guys. Thank you. Go over to Keanu Cast. Go on Keanu Thompson's channel right now. We'll continue this over on Keanu Cast.
Thank
and
you,
we'll
guys.
Talk to the rest of you tomorrow at 6 a.m.
If you want the link, text producer Roberto and pop in with us. Get a drink if you want.
Well, no, we're